Any unreleased services, features, functionality, or enhancements referenced in any Workday document, roadmap, blog, our website, press release, or public statements that are not currently available are subject to change at Workday's discretion and may not be delivered as planned or at all. Customers who purchase Workday services should make their purchase decisions based upon services, features, and functions that are currently available. It's a new day, one where AI, data, and people drive smarter decisions and empower stronger organizations. Here in Barcelona, ideas will take flight, connections will spark, and the future of work will come into focus. The new Workday is here. Are you ready? And welcome to Workday Rising EMEA 2025. I am Rogerio Almeida.
And I'm Carolyn Horn, and we're coming to you live from inside the Fira, Barcelona, just off the expo floor.
That's right, and we're thrilled to be your digital broadcast anchors. We'll be bringing you the latest news, insights, and excitement right here from the broadcast studio.
And we'll also share highlights from our welcome keynote last night, which kicked off 2 days of pure innovation and human connection.
That's right, Caroline, and the keynote was incredible and very inspirational. Soon we will move to the innovation keynote, which I am very much looking forward to.
But before we look forward, let's take a moment to appreciate where we are here in beautiful Barcelona. Such a beautiful city, isn't it, Rogerio?
Oh my goodness, it really is, Caroline. And in fact, I gave our field reporter, Patrick Evan, and my personal guidebook is not just any guidebook.
The gold standard.
The gold standard. Yep. But I think they found some more agentic help. Can you believe that?
No.
So let's see what happened when he deployed his very own Barcelona agents.
Thanks for the guidebook, Rogerio, but there's way too much in it, mate. We're not on our holidays.
Café, señor.
Gracias. You know what I think we need? I think we need some Workday-powered Barcelona agents.
Looking for some help? We got you covered.
Guidebooks are great, but they're kind of old-fashioned. Why don't you come with us?
Let's go. Hey Patrick, welcome to Barcelona, home to this year's Workday Rising EMEA, where every street tells a story.
We're kicking it off at the heart of the Gothic Quarter, home to some of the most beautiful churches and cathedrals in the whole of Spain. Actually, the oldest one started being constructed in 1298, and as great things, it took a long time.
Around 150 years to be exact, and this beauty still stands proud today, surrounded by narrow streets and centuries of history.
We can't be in Barcelona without mentioning the beach. Patrick, I have a very fun fact for you. Actually, the beach didn't exist until 1992 Olympics. The sand was imported into Barcelona, into the city, into the sandy beach stretch that we can see today.
Hey Patrick, did you know that this iconic lollipop brand was founded here in Spain in 1958?
The logo was designed by none other than Salvador Dali.
That is surreal. Do you like my suits? They are called espadrilles. Originally made here in Catalonia since the 14th century, they were made by peasants. But now you can see them in catwalks all over the world. Fashion, luxury.
Because it wouldn't be Barcelona without making a nod to Barça. Actually, as Workday, they're very big on skills. Their yacht club La Masia has produced some of the most important and famous football players in the world, like Messi, Iniesta, and Xavi. Woo! Goal! Patrick, Anna and I couldn't let you go back to Rising without raising a glass with us. Vermouth Hour is a very big thing here in Barcelona, and we usually gather around noon to enjoy this amazing drink with some ice and a slice of orange.
Nice.
And I have the snacks to come with it.
Oh, yes.
Oh, perfect. So we've got the snacks, we've got the drink. We should raise a glass to Workday Rise in EMEA.
Yeah,
Definitely. Cheers.
Salud.
Ah.
I completely forgot. Have either of you got Rogerio's guidebook?
No. Oopsie.
Sorry, Rogerio.
That's okay, Patrick, although I do have to say, and Carolyn agrees with me, right, that my self-certified guide to Barcelona is still the gold standard. But it does make you want to get out there, doesn't it, Carolyn?
Oh, it really does. I just love Barcelona.
Right, it's a beautiful city, but there's a lot of excitement happening right here.
There really is. It's so true. And it's clear to see, Rogerio, just how excited everybody is. Do you know, it really is the best of Rising for me when I think about it, you know, getting our customers, our partners, our employees, just the whole community together. And you know, Rogerio, this brings back memories for me. And if I remember correctly, this was your very first Rising here in Barcelona, wasn't it?
You've got a great memory. Yes, it was back in 2015, I think. And I remember being blown away, Carolyn, by the Workday community.
Oh,
you hear
nice.
about, but seeing all of these customers and partners all in one place, all sharing ideas, it really is very special. But if I remember correctly, your first Rising was even before I joined, back in London, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, that was some time ago. I'll tell you, also very special. But you know, when I think back, we had 250 people at that event, and now here we are in Barcelona celebrating Workday's 20th birthday with 6,000 in-person attendees. You know, and what I'm really passionate about is that we are innovating at speed and we continue to help our customers address really complex business challenges that we just couldn't have perceived 15 years ago.
It's like 250 people. It's just incredible. And now 6,000, right?
Oh,
I mean,
it's
great.
growth is incredible.
It's incredible growth. And yes, Caroline, the event did get bigger. Technology has evolved massively over the last few years, right? But as you said, business problems have become a lot more complex. But we're helping customers solve those challenges now, right?
Yeah, I mean, you're so right. We really are. And our customers trusting us to do that. And so that's what this year's theme is all about, Rogerio.
That's right. And this year's theme, Illuminate Your Workday, is about empowering you, our community, to think how Workday can positively impact your roles in driving business success and transformation.
That's it, yeah. And we will focus on 3 themes over the next few days. AI-powered, human-centric and future-ready. They are core to our strategy here at Workday.
Yeah, that's right. And the communication of those themes got off to an incredible start yesterday.
Oh, it really did, Rogerio. And the tone for the entire event was set by our CEO, Carl Eschenbach, in the welcome keynote, where he laid out a powerful vision for the new world of work.
Yeah, Carl's a great leader, isn't he?
Oh, he really is.
And all of that included how Workday is empowering customers to be the heroes in this era of human and AI collaboration. It's just been a lot of theme, that we discussed. But for anybody who missed it, let's see some of those standout moments.
Let's take a look.
Last year at this conference, I talked about moving to a world where we no longer work with technology, but the opposite happens. Technology starts to work for us. And we see this happening today, whether it's how we recruit employees, whether it's how we review contracts, whether it's how we write software, or how x-rays are being read. AI is absolutely helping us in fundamental ways we thought would never happen in the past. Another thing that's happening, at the individual level, it's helping us become more productive. But this is at the task level. Yes, certain tasks can make us 3 times more productive, but the truth of the matter is, at the task level, it's not going to have the impact we're looking for. Because we need to move from a world of focusing on productivity gains at the task level to workflows. Because the real promise starts to happen when we orchestrate end-to-end workflows of our business. And AI is working on our behalf, and we don't even know it. The future of work is not technology or humans. The truth of the matter is, the right answer, it is humans and technology coming together in a seamless way to drive business outcomes. We think AI should amplify human potential. It's not going to replace it. It's going to free us up to reskill and upskill our employees to do things that they never thought they could do in the past. But more importantly, not just reskill, not just upskill, it's going to allow us to revive a skill that is so needed in the world and in the workplace. That's human skills. There's a reason 6,000 of us are here this week, because we want to come together. We want to network. We want to build deep relationships. We want to learn from one another. We want to think about strategies. Those human connections are what we need to drive the business forward, and we leverage AI to do it. We, as humans, are not going away. We are going to be the driving force from this day forward in the world of work. It's really important that we embrace that. That's why AI in the future needs to be human-centric. When we think about the future of work, everything needs to be future-ready. Because one of the greatest business strategies I often talk about is speed. It's hard to defend speed. If you're faster than your competition, you're more innovative than your competition, it's hard for them to keep up. And we need to think about speed to drive a dynamic solution and platform for our business. Our systems, like Workday, need to be dynamic, need to be fluid, need to be automated, and help us predict the future. Because as we think about work going forward, we need to think about work across all different types of workers, whether they're contingent workers or full-time workers or now agents. Teams are going to form, they're going to dissolve, they're going to reform based on the project needs that you have. To meet these needs, you need a platform that is dynamic, agile, and proactively tells you where you need to go in the future. Folks, the new Workday is something we are starting to build together here this week. And all of you are sitting in the middle of this technology transition.
And joining us now is another amazing Workday leader and a dear friend who was part of the welcome keynote, our Chief Marketing Officer, Emma Chalwin. Emma, welcome.
Yes, Emma, welcome. Day one was incredible, from Angelique's welcome to Carl's vision for the new Workday. So as you think about it, what was your key takeaway from the keynote?
Well, thank you both for having me. It's great to be back with my friends in the broadcast studio. It truly was incredible. But for me, the key takeaway was Carl's vision for the new Workday. He really set the stage for all of us on how we can start to think bigger about our roles, and it perfectly captured our theme this year, Illuminate Your Workday. This is about using AI to unlock human potential, to genuinely make work more human-centric and to get every single person future-ready. And that's the powerful shift that we're enabling. It was such a powerful call to action for every CFO, CHRO, and CIO in that room to become the Chief Work Officer for their organization.
And of course, you close the show with a very special guest. I was so jealous of you, I have to say, Hannah Waddingham. I'm such a big fan. I think I've seen everything. But for you, what was the biggest highlight, Emma?
Well, she's definitely a force and was just a brilliant human being and so generous with her time and her insight. She was fabulous. But what I loved most was how real she was and her kind of perspective on the importance of teamwork, vulnerability, authenticity. She really gave us a pretty perfect real-world example of what we mean when we're talking about human centricity. She spoke so powerfully about the value of collaboration and trusting her team, which is exactly what the Workday platform is built to empower. And, she was living proof of what happens when you think bigger about your craft and bring your whole self to work every single day. Well, we've pulled a short highlight clip, and I think everyone watching will really connect with what she had to say.
Oh, she's so incredible. So let's take a look at that video.
Let's take a look.
You've spoken powerfully about knowing your worth, especially when you talk about the love of your life, which is your daughter. She always comes first.
Always.
Always comes first. And for many of us, the hardest part of boundary setting isn't creating the rule. It's kind of standing by it when the pressure is really, really immense. I would love for you to share with our friends here a specific story of a time, if you could, of where you had to hold your line on a value and what you learnt about your own leadership in that moment.
I've just exec-produced a series, myself and Octavia Spencer, that comes out on Amazon Prime, I think kind of summer we're looking at time.
Okay, great.
Called Ride or Die. It's going to be fucking epic, my friends.
Woohoo!
Watch out. Yep, she dropped the F-bomb.
You heard it here
is.
first.
It is. I play an assassin.
Ooh.
Octavia is my best friend of 25 years. Mm-hmm. She finds out that I'm an assassin and not a forensic accountant. And we have to go on the run together. And the reason I say all that is when Octavia and the writer, Tessa Coates, came to me with it on a Zoom call, I thought they just wanted me to advise them on the script. And at the end of it, I went, this is an amazing script. And this part, Judith Burton, Jesus Christ, is amazing. Who are you going to get to play that? And Octavia's whole face was in the camera, just like, you! So we got into it, but the strength that I found that I'd never had previously, because of the work I've done, particularly on screen in the last few years, and because I exec-produced my Christmas special with my manager, Nick Tedisco, I found something in me that I don't think I had previously really engaged with. And that is going back to what we were saying about knowing your own worth.
Yeah.
I knew that I was the right person for that job. I knew that Octavia had come to me for a reason. She had encouraged me to exec produce it with her.
Yeah.
That involved us getting on conference calls and trying to get a buyer for it. Now we're talking to every big head of every big sprawnsy TV company. Everyone.
I'm surprised not everybody wanted to snap it up.
Right, well they did.
Oh, okay.
In the room, as in, you know, in the room, virtually in the room.
In the Zoom room.
We got 5 out of 7 offers in the room. Wow. Yes.
She brings such amazing energy, and for everyone watching, our full conversation will be available to all digital pass holders, and it's going to air right here at 11:30 local time.
Oh, we'll definitely be tuning in for that, Emma. It's fantastic to have Rising back in here, Barcelona, isn't it? You know, when you think about that, what does it mean to bring this event to our EMEA community here?
Well, it's wonderful to be back in Barcelona. The energy here is just truly unique, and it's a true privilege to host our community in such an amazingly vibrant city. But I think beyond the location, bringing this event here is really critical right now. Our EMEA community is at the forefront of navigating so much complexity, from global talent shifts to new AI regulations, and there's been a really huge focus on the employee experience. So for this audience, Illuminate Your Workday is all about providing clarity and insight through all that complexity. Our core messaging of being AI-powered, but fundamentally human-centric, really has landed here with our customers and our partners. It's not just about what the technology can do, but what it should do. It's about how it can augment people, help them to think bigger, and build a truly future-ready organization. That responsible human-first approach to innovation is something we know that deeply resonates across this region.
That's right. And Emma, by the way, thank you for all the work that the marketing team has done, you know, to put this incredible event together. So thank you for that.
Thanks for that.
Right, and day one said the why. Today's innovation keynote is all about the how. So what are you most excited to see today?
Well, I am so excited for this keynote. If yesterday was the why, today is 100% the how. This is where the vision becomes real. And Gerrit and the team are going to show exactly how Workday is becoming the new front door for work and how our platform is more open and extensible than ever before. But most of all, Rogerio, you'll see the AI-powered tools that will make every single employee future ready. We are going to move from simply telling you the vision to showing you exactly how we'll illuminate your workday. So get ready to see the future in action.
That's fantastic. Emma Chalwin, thank you so much for joining us. Always a pleasure.
Thank you, Emma. Oh, what a wonderful conversation. And as Emma mentioned, we have an incredible lineup for the innovation keynotes.
That's right, Carolyn. And kicking things off will be our incredible CEO, Carl Eschenbach, to talk about how Workday is your trusted partner in this new agentic AI world.
And then he will hand it to our President of Product and Technology, Gerrit Kazmaier, who'll be joined by Sana co-founder and CEO, Joel Hellermark, to show us the new Workday experience.
That's right, and we'll also hear from Workday's Senior Vice President of CHRO Products, Eschenbach, who will demo how we're transforming HR in finance with Workday Illuminate.
And another
Workday's
Vice President of Agentic AI, Gerrit, he'll be on stage to dive into our open platform and introduce the new Agent Builder. It is going to be a packed 90 minutes.
It's full of ends, isn't it? Oh my goodness, it's amazing. But before we get to the main event, we have one more piece of fun for you, Carolyn.
Oh, we do. And so we've asked a very special rock and roll icon to help us play a little game. And we call it Innovate or Fabricate.
Love it, love it. It's
so
great.
Let's see if you can tell the difference.
So the question for you is, are you an innovator or a fabricator?
Rogerio, I'm surprised you have to ask that.
Right, so there's no fabrication here with this lady, all right? That's for sure. Let's see the video.
Yeah.
Billy, now, back in the day, you weren't just a rebel with a cause, but you were basically Steve Jobs, but with way better hair.
Yes, that's true, and he stole my signature look, my signature black look.
I can see that now. But you were a tech pioneer who saw the digital future coming before most of Silicon Valley did. So in the spirit of that, we're going to play a game called Innovate or Fabricate. You ready to go?
Okay, I'm ready to go.
Let's do this. All right, I am standing here with
Janet.
Janet, welcome to our game.
Thank you.
Janet, Billy Idol, Janet.
Hi there, Janet.
Nice to meet you.
All right, lovely to meet you.
Well, first off, Janet, since we have Billy Idol here, I'm going to put you on the spot. What is your favorite Billy Idol song?
I'm going to have to go with Moni Moni.
Woo! Great choice.
Yes.
Great choice. All right, now, Janet, here's how this game is going to work. Billy is going to read to you 3 statements about himself.
Okay.
Only one of them is true.
Okay.
It is your job to guess which one is not a bold-faced lie. Are you ready to play Innovate or Fabricate?
I am ready.
All right, let's go. Billy, take it away.
All right, here we go. Which one of these is true? I recorded one of the first albums almost entirely using Pro Tools on a Mac. Number 2, I was the first musician to live stream a concert over the internet in 1995. And 3, I designed the first employee scheduling software in 1992. It was called White Wedding Planner.
I'm going to go with the first one. That's true.
That is correct.
Good job! Yes, Billy Idol's 1993 Cyberpunk album was indeed one of the first to use Pro Tools for almost the entire recording process. Billy, what made you decide to use Pro Tools for that record?
I don't know, I must have been completely out of my mind, but it's just one of those things. I could see a friend of mine had a version of Pro Tools that the company was allowing him to use to see what a musician would do with it.
Sure.
Then Trevor Rabin, his name was, and I could see, oh, this is the future of recording because it's going to enable people to record in their homes to a high level, you know.
Absolutely.
So that's what I did. Then I made an album using it.
There you go.
Kind of like an indie album, which I made in my house. So I used it all the way down the line. It's exactly how people make music today.
1,000% appropriately named too with Cyberpunk.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right, Janet, good job. All right, we're moving right along with, what's your name?
Danye.
Danye, welcome to Workday Rising. Danye, Mr. Billy Idol.
Good to meet you, Candy.
So Billy, take it away. He's going to ask you another question, 2 lies and a truth. You got to figure out which one is the true statement. Billy, take it away.
All right, which one of these is true? I was one of the first musicians to use email to communicate directly with the fans back in 1993. I was the first major artist to tweet directly from the road in 2007.
Okay.
I invented the concept of the selfie in 1982. I called it dancing with my camera.
All right, Danye.
I'm gonna go with the third one. Selfie.
Yes, no, unfortunately, no, it's number one. I was one of the first musicians to use email to communicate directly with fans back in 1993.
He's a pioneer. He was one of the first musicians to communicate with fans via email, primarily due to the promotion of the 1993 Cyberpunk album that we talked about.
Yeah, it was all kind of part of that world, you know, that we now all live in, you know. But
100%.
back then, it was people couldn't see
It was
that in the
revolutionary.
future. Yeah,
absolutely. All right, now we're standing here with
Jen from the payroll agent.
Jen. Welcome. Nice to meet you. This is Billy Idol.
Hi, Billy.
Hi there, Jen. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Fantastic.
All right, Billy's going to tell you 2 lies and a truth. You're going to have to guess which one is true. Billy, take it away.
All right, which one of these is true? I was the voice of the first Roomba vacuum cleaner in 2002. They wanted someone to make cleaning sound punk rock.
Can you imagine?
Number 2, James Cameron nearly cast me in the role of the T-1000 robot in Terminator 2. And then number 3, I was asked to consult on early versions of Siri because Apple wanted her to have more attitude and less politeness.
I'm going with Terminator 2.
You are correct.
That is correct. Billy was considered for the role of the T-1000.
Well done, that's fantastic.
Billy, tell us a little bit how that come about.
Well, yes, I did do a screen test for it and everything, and in the end, I'd had a motorcycle accident that I couldn't run. And there's a point in the movie, I'm sure you all remember, where T-1000 has to chase a police car.
Sprinting, yes.
He said, I can't trick that, I can't CGI that, you have to be able to run, and I had a terrible limp, so that's the only reason I couldn't do it. It's such a shame.
In a parallel universe, there is a movie.
Still bummed today.
Yeah, I bet.
Where Billy Idol is the T-1000 in Terminator 2.
I'll picture it in the future.
All right, and that's all the time we have for Innovate or Fabricate. I would love to thank the one, the only, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Billy Idol. Thank you, Billy.
Yes, cheers, man. Yeah.
I love that, and I'm happy to report that everything you'll see on stage today is 100% innovation, no fabrication.
There's no fabrication of this lady here, so let's take a live look inside the keynote hall. I bet the people are raring to go, and the crowd's filling up the hall for the innovation keynote. I can see, Carolyn, many new friendships and loads of great business connections being formed right now.
Oh, you can. And you can just feel the anticipation, can't you? Because this is the moment that everyone waits for, where we get to see the future of the Workday platform.
That's right. And it's the culmination of so much hard work from our product and technology teams, all focused on solving our customers' biggest HR and finance challenges. Well done, folks, right?
Yeah, well done, guys. Amazing. So the innovation keynote is about to begin, and I cannot wait for the insights and the surprises, Rogerio.
That's right. And make sure that you stay with us after the keynote ends, because we will be back to recap all of the major announcements, and there's many of them on the stage.
Oh, yes. So don't go anywhere.
Don't go anywhere.
Good morning, Working Day Rising. How are you this morning? Buenos días a todos. Let's give a big rising welcome to your Chief Executive Rockstar, Carl Eschenbach. Woo!
Yo, yo, yo! What up? Buenos dias, Barcelona. Let's give it up for DJ Galisteo.
Hey, Carlito. How are you?
What's up, my friend? Hola.
Hola, amigo.
DJ Carlito en la casa ahora.
Yeah.
E2?
Of course.
How about uno más song? One more, a little. Let's
One
crank it
more?
up for them. Yeah. Louder. Más, más, más.
Come on, let's do it. Yeah, you can play something. Come on.
Wow, there's
Something
not a lot
like
of
this.
people. The people are still streaming in. Let's keep it going, DJ. Oh, you want to take my real mic? Get this out of here. Good morning. Welcome to day 2. I take it there must have been a few parties last night, because the stream of people coming in is pretty impressive. How are you all doing? Come on in. Welcome to the party. They're waving to me anyway. Wow. I hope you guys all enjoyed yesterday's opening keynote and the incredible interview that Emma had up here. We're on to day 2, and this is absolutely one of my favorite parts of Rising, Innovation Keynote Day. The reason for that is we get to put on display the 9,000 people that are part of Workday's product and technology organization. Today we're going to pull back the curtain. We're going to pull back the curtain and showcase all of our new solutions and products and offerings, and maybe even a few surprises for all of you. Yesterday, Angelique mentioned it is our 20th birthday, and we're celebrating it here. And what I love about our company is our culture. It's a culture that is deeply passionate about customer success and innovation. And those two things have never been stronger here at Workday. At Workday, we have 6 core values, one of them being innovation. And today, our core value of innovation is going to be on full display. Let's go back. Let's go back in time. Let's go back to day 1, when our incredible co-founders, David and Neil, had a founding mission. And it was quite simple. They wanted to give leaders the tools that would be needed to forever navigate a changing world that we will always be in. They wanted to bring to their customers at the time efficiency and effectiveness. Yesterday we spoke about growth. They wanted to give people a platform and the technology that helps drive growth for companies around the world. And last but certainly not least, they wanted to deliver a better experience for all employees. Those goals for HR, for finance, and IT have never changed over the last 2 decades. Let's just take a quick journey of innovation here at Workday over those last 20 years. Our founders set out to do something people thought you couldn't do, and that was to move companies' most critical data around their people and finance and put it in the cloud. Before that, everything was on premises, and they succeeded. But they didn't stop there. While today you'll hear a lot about AI, in 2013, Workday embarked upon leveraging an incredible data set and started to use machine learning to give customers better outcomes. Shortly thereafter, we started to launch industry-specific solutions. Solutions like supply chain for healthcare. We launched student for higher education. And then in 2018, we knew we couldn't build data centers around the world to meet the ever-growing customer base around the globe. So we started to talk about migrating to the public cloud and build partnerships now 7 years ago with AWS and Google. But it didn't stop there. Shortly thereafter, we started to talk about not just being an application company, but also being a platform company when we launched Extend, giving our customers and partners the power to build on top of the Workday platform. Now, fast forward to where we're at today. We really leaned into enterprise AI. Last year, we launched something I'll talk about here in just a minute, Workday Illuminate. And in the last 2 years, we have been maniacally focused, as you'll see today, on driving organic innovation. But you also started to think about inorganic innovation. And in the last 24 months, we've made 5 critical acquisitions, all AI related, starting with HiredScore to help you drive recruiting. Then Eversort last year as well. Fast forward to this year, we made 3 critical acquisitions with Flowwise, giving you a low-code, no-code developer platform to build agents. Then Paradox. Paradox came to us through many of you in this audience saying, wow, go get this company. It's an incredible solution for frontline worker recruitment. And then, most recently, one of your own, Sana, and you'll see Joelle up here in a little bit. Folks, the innovation engine for the last 20 years has been alive and well, and it continues here today. It continues with us leveraging our Workday Illuminate brand. Last year when we brought this to market, we talked about things like generative AI. We've talked about co-pilots. We've talked about agents. And then we talked about how you can onboard both humans and digital workers through our agent system of record. The innovation engine is stronger than ever, and it's up and running here today at Innovation Keynote in Rising EMEA. Our incredible team will be up here displaying a whole bunch of great solutions that I think will absolutely blow you away. Yesterday, I talked about the new Workday. And with it, it brings incredible opportunities, bolder than ever. At the same time, we all know there's a lot of challenges. And the path forward is more complex than ever. No one could have ever predicted we'd be standing here today talking about working alongside agents. In fact, agents are now part of our org charts. They're part of our company structure. With this, it brings incredible opportunity, but there's also risk. And as leaders sitting here with us today, I'm sure you're asking yourself 2 critical questions. The first, who can help you? The second, who do you trust? And we would proclaim that for the last 20 years, you've trusted us to take you on that journey to solving all of your critical business needs. Let me tell you why we strongly believe for the next 20 years we're the company to stay on that journey with you. It starts with our platform. It starts with AI. Our AI is not bolted on. It's built in to a unified platform across HR and finance. Bolted on solutions can't drive the right outcomes. When it's built in, we can. We also have one of the most robust, highly curated sets of data across HR and finance in the world. And we get to train off of that. We have more than 75 million users on our platform today that at any point in time can get access to Workday through any device, anywhere in the world, at any time. And on this platform, we're processing over 1 trillion transactions a year. Folks, our data we're training off of is super powerful. We don't train off the internet. We don't hallucinate. This is a big differentiation for us, and you'll see that come to life today. Next, we deliver innovation always in line with our core values at Workday. We deliver innovation in a responsible, safe, ethical, and thoughtful way. We're always thinking about how we deliver technology, especially when it comes to AI, in a very human-centric way. We have an open platform with a rich set of APIs, allowing people to consolidate all of those point solutions that exist in the enterprise today on top of your platform, driving a radical transformation in how you run your business and driving a better total cost of ownership. This is critically important when you think about simplifying your environment. And last, both our customers and our partners and our ecosystem as a whole has an opportunity to develop new technologies, new applications.
Can I just see the script up? Thank you.
To drive joint innovation. And each and every day, we have more and more
just
partners
to read the script
who are
whilst we're
signing
waiting
up to build on top of the Workday platform. Yesterday, I talked about what we want to be to all of you in the future. And it's quite simply to be the enterprise AI platform. The platform that going forward not just manages your people and your money, but also manage your agents. This is a powerful statement, and it's one we're committed to doing for all of you. And I'm sure after today's innovation keynote, you're going to say, we want to stay on this journey with Workday for the next 20 years, just like we've been on for the first. We have the opportunity, folks, to create the future. We don't have to sit back and let the future come to us. Let's take it into our own hands and create what we want the future to be. Let's go define the new Workday. Define the new Workday and make sure it's AI powered, it's human centric, and it's ready for anything that we are up against in the future. Now, to bring this vision and mission and strategy to life, it is my honor and privilege to welcome to stage one of Europe's own and our President of Technology and our Product Division. Please welcome to stage our President, Gerrit Kazmaier. Gerrit, welcome.
Thanks, Carl, and good morning, everyone. Wow, what an incredible morning here in Barcelona. It is so good to be back in Europe again. And I want to try something. Let me see if I still get this right after a couple of years abroad. Buenos dias. Good morning. Guten Morgen. Buongiorno. Bonjour. Who is having an amazing morning today? And who is ready for an amazing day here at Rising? Let me hear it. No, I think you can do better than that. Come on. Is that all? That is more like it. It is a huge honor for me to be here with you today. I grew up in Europe, in Germany actually, and I have still spent more than half of my lifetime there. I grew up with the ideals of German craftsmanship and the pursuit of building the best, from core engineering to customer service. And I'm truly energized by the incredible community that we have here in Europe and the potential that we have by bringing together what we each do best. I've joined Workday in March, as Carl has said, only 8 months ago. And since then, I have had the privilege of meeting so many of you, incredible customers, incredible partners, incredible workmates. And what I've heard, it has been so consistent. It is all about leading change. It's all about driving transformation. It's all about inventing the future of work. But most importantly, one thing that I have learned, you, our customers, you truly are the rock stars of business. So I want to highlight just a few great examples. Let's take a look at Formula One. They were drowning in job applications, more than 600 applicants per job on average. Thanks to Workday Recruiting Agent, they cut the applicant screening time down by 50%. And Workday Financial Management Agent, that's a mouthful. Celonis slashed their financial close time in half, from 6 days down to just 3. That is amazing. Our contract intelligence agents reduces contract execution time by 65%. And our Workday Financial Audit Agent saved early adopters 900 hours of work per week on audits. Now, since rising EMEA last year, nearly 2,700 organizations went live on Workday. That's incredible. From family-owned businesses to hospitals to FTSE 100 companies. And I do want to thank you. Thank you for your trust, and thank you for your partnership. Your success is why we do what we do. So put our hands together for the great success that you all have been driving with Workday. This is really for all of you. Thank you. And despite all of this success, I do believe that our greatest opportunities there is still ahead of us. We are not done yet. So many of you, as Carl has said, you are using Workday AI across our full suite. From helping employees with Intelligent Assistant, making job matches based on skills and bringing employees to the right jobs, to automating document processing in finance. And you're doing it at scale already. 1.2 billion AI assists in this year to date alone across our core business workflows in production already today at Workday. Now, this is what I call enterprise AI transformation at scale. But we can't stop here. We are at a very rare moment. I would call it the AI inflection point. A rare moment where the iconic companies of the next era are going to be formed. It is a time where titans can fall, and it's a time where new titans can emerge. And this shift, it is not about making small changes anymore. AI gives us the opportunity of a lifetime to fundamentally transform how work gets done. But for most organizations, and I imagine for many of you, this radical transformation, it not only sounds scary, it remains just a vision. And I'm pretty sure you all know the headlines, because every industry report has something similar to say about AI. Organizations have spent billions of dollars in euros, and yet the return on investment, it's not there. Does that sound familiar to any one of you? McKinsey just recently reported that 80% of the organizations out there, they're using the latest AI models. And yet, 80% are not seeing significant returns from the AI investment. And I think here is the bottom line. Taking AI from an experiment to an enterprise-grade solution, that is just very hard work. And I hear 4 common challenges, again and again, all that time. The first one, it's fragmented AI experiences, and they're slowing down the promise of delivering AI. As organizations race to adopt AI, they adopt new tools, and many get stuck in endless pilots. And they're getting stuck in disconnected apps. Employees are juggling too many systems and outdated interfaces because the experience, it hasn't caught up to the technology yet. Let me ask you a question. How many AI pilots have you run? A customer literally said to me, Gerrit, we are stuck in POC hell. How disappointing. Second, and that's a very common one. I'm curious how many of you fell into this trap. It's building your own AI. It's not just about learning models, tools, and frameworks. Your data has to be AI ready. So let me ask you a question. How many of you feel confident about your data accuracy, data security, and data governance? The third one, disconnected point solution, even with AI, stitched together with yesterday's APIs, all brought together, make it nearly impossible to achieve the real value of AI, to reinventing processes. How many of you feel like you're spending more time on integration than on AI innovation? And finally, closed and locked off platforms. What happens? Your design choices are limited. Ultimately, innovation slows because you can't benefit from the AI ecosystem and innovation it drives. I'm asking you, how many of you have heard before from your internal teams that this is a very good solution, but it's not compatible with your internal technology stack? These are 4 really big challenges. But I strongly believe, we at Workday, we strongly believe that there is a better way. A way where AI is the solution and not the problem. And that way, it leads us to today. Workday is the enterprise AI platform for managing people, money, and agents. And we are bringing this today in this keynote to life for all of you in 4 key ways. First, we are building the new front door to work. We believe that AI is here to create a better work experience for all of you. That AI can understand your work, help us get it done better, and be easy to adopt at the same time. We already power billions of workflows with AI to build intelligent experiences, process automation, and assist workers every day. And with the acquisition of Sana, we are taking this to a whole new level. Workday is combining knowledge management and AI agents with all of our business processes for HR and finance to completely change the way how you all engage with Workday every day. And today, you will see on this stage the complete transformation of your work day. Second, we are building the best AI agents for HR, finance, and planning. And unlike the generic agents that you get from many other vendors, Workday AI is purpose-built for HR and finance processes, powered by clean business data and integrated right into the flow of your work. This allows not only for unparalleled accuracy and context, they also will deliver value from day one. And today, you will see all of our AI actions in action. Third, we are accelerating our investments into our core. We are doubling down on what we do best, delivering the most comprehensive and most intelligent suite in the industry for HR and finance. Today, you will see how we are unlocking new areas for helping you to manage your workforce and your finances with unmatched simplicity. And fourth, we are building an open platform designed for work. We're going to make it simple for any company, for any department, for any employee to connect with the AI ecosystem and to innovate. And today you will see how we are democratizing AI agent creation, delivering pre-built integrations, and most importantly, unlock your most strategic asset, your data. I would say this is AI made simple. This is AI made business ready. And this is what brings us to a turning point today. There is one big word in our industry, and we have avoided it for years. It's the word ERP. We avoided it because legacy ERP, it was just stuck in the past. Wouldn't you agree? It's a horrible world. But we think it's now time for the next generation of ERP. And this ERP, it is reimagined for the AI era. This is not a static system of record anymore, but a system of action. An ERP that understands your business. It's anticipating your needs and helps you get work done. And Workday is delivering the next generation of ERP, reimagined for the AI era. AI-powered, human-centric, and future-ready. So let us start with the first pillar, the new front door for work. Across every organization I know, as I have worked in, and I know many of you are too, knowledge, it's buried in documents. It is locked inside people's heads. Actions are distributed over myriads of tools and stuck in multiple communication channels. How many of you have that challenge? We asked ourselves one simple question. What if we could connect it all? What if knowledge, action, and context could finally live together in just one experience? One that knows you, understands you, and helps you get work done. That is the power of bringing Sana and Workday together. Knowledge plus actions plus all of you. Now with Sana, that pioneered AI for work, Workday will be the new front door to work. a place where enterprise knowledge, data, and actions all come together in one simple, unified experience to help you all get work done. And to share more, please welcome the co-founder, the CEO, and what I'm most excited about, our new GM of Sana at Workday, Joel Hellemark.
Thank you, Gerrit. We're really, really honored to join the Workday family and also excited to be in Europe. People don't make fun of our funny accents over here, so very excited to be back home. At Sana, we've been building AI for work since 2016. We launched 2 products. With Sana Agents, we reimagined how people find knowledge, connecting agents to enterprise knowledge. And with Sana Learn, we fundamentally transformed how people learn, creating entirely personalized learning experiences. Our philosophy was shaped by a story about Richard Hamming. Richard Hamming is well known because a lot of the folks that he had lunch with ended up winning Nobel Prizes. Naturally, people started asking themselves, why is everyone that's having lunch with Hamming winning Nobel Prizes all of a sudden? They concluded that Hamming would always ask this question: what is the most important problem in your field? And then he would follow that up with, then why aren't you working on it? So that question stuck with us. We started asking ourselves, what is the most important problem in our field? And for us, the answer was access to knowledge. Throughout history, whether that's the printing press, the Macintosh, or Google, whenever we've advanced knowledge, we've advanced everything else. However, inside organizations today, knowledge is scattered. It's stuck in hundreds of different enterprise tools, or worse, in people's heads. People waste time bouncing between dozens of different apps, spending hours searching, and still come up empty. And this isn't just killing productivity, this is stalling progress inside our organizations. And we think AI is, a once in a generation opportunity to change this. We can go from tools that find information to AI that synthesizes all of your company's knowledge in a personalized learning experience. We can reduce 20-step tasks into a single tap, doing hours of work in seconds. We can put a Leonardo da Vinci in every employee's pocket, helping them assist to learn new things and solve tasks. This is the new front door to work, where AI is the new UI. And that new UI is Sana. Sana lets you build agents that find, act, automate, and build for every single team. This agent connects into all of your enterprise applications. That means connecting to platforms like Snowflake and Databricks, and applications like Salesforce, ServiceNow, Microsoft 365. So people can find what they need and get real work done. At first, this is all going to seem a bit like magic, but soon it will all just be part of our everyday lives. Let me show you what I mean, starting with knowledge. Let's imagine you're a new sales rep joining the team, and you want to get up to speed with the competition. In Sana, you can just type a question, get me up to speed on the competition through our competitive battle cards. And Sana will go out and search. It will search SharePoint, Salesforce, your previous sales trainings, and based on all of this knowledge, generate a personalized course just for you. Just-in-time learning, a personalized experience based on everything you know and all of your knowledge gaps. But what about existing employees? We know that our marketing folks have been very busy working leading up to Rising. So maybe someone on the team wants to take, a well-deserved vacation and a few days off. With Actions, they can seamlessly achieve that. So they just type, I want to take some time off. How many days do I have left? Their agent finds their balance in Workday, looks up the vacation policy, and gives them the answer. In one tap, the agent can file the PTO request, which routes it to their manager, updates Outlook, and all from one question written in plain language. And because it's connected to Workday, every answer is grounded in the system that you trust. No risky add-ons, just a personal agent that every employee can rely on. But let's take it one step further. With Sana, agents don't just act for you, they can also build things for you. So imagine you're a customer success leader, and you have some really hefty recruitment targets. You need to get a better grip on what's the current pipeline performance. So you just type to Sana, generate a dashboard showing the diversity metrics, the pipeline, interview feedback, and all of that data from Workday Recruiting. And the agent gets to work. Filters, charts, live data, no manual code, no IT ticket, no waiting. And the same goes for automating your repetitive workflows. So let's imagine you're the CHRO. You and your team are still spending way too much time managing performance reviews. Simply tell Sana, help me manage annual performance reviews, and it generates the whole process. What used to take weeks now happens in seconds. But to bring this to life, I thought I would do the very risky thing of doing a live demo for you. So to take this one step further, excited to welcome Jenny up on stage. So we've talked about how Workday is becoming the new front door for work. And now you're about to see the first step in how we're making that real. This is where Workday and Sana come together to unlock a more seamless experience. Personalized, intelligent experiences for your employees. And so what we're going to demo today is the first evolution of how we're shipping this, bringing all of the actions and data from Workday natively into the Sana experience. Okay, Jenny, are you ready?
Hi, Joel. So ready.
Okay, let's go. So obviously, Jenny and I have also been quite busy with Rising, so we thought we would help get us up to speed on what tasks we missed and so on, by first just typing to Sana, what are our current high priority tasks? And you can now see that Sana is reviewing all of the tasks we've missed, our undone tasks in Workday and across different systems. But Sana doesn't just find the actions that we've missed, it can also help us get those actions done. So let's start with Daniel's absence request that we have here. Sana is pulling the request from Workday, cross-checking it against Daniel's current and upcoming projects in Jira, and returning the answer. Sana thinks that, with the upcoming AI summit, we have a deadline close by, but it's actually free the week after, so we're free to approve this request. Should we do that, Jenny? Good. In a single tap, we got that done, and Daniel is here getting some well-deserved time off. But let's move on to the worker location change. So Sana is pulling this request again, going through the data, and giving me the full context of who has made this proposal. It's also pointing out that there are no compensation changes needed in this case. So we can just go ahead and approve this as well, Jen. Wow, that's good. Very seamless. And I can always review this in Workday too, if I need to. But let's get Sana doing something that I really hate doing, expense reporting. So Sana is going to search through my inbox, cross-check against our finance playbook, and prepare the Workday report. Seems to just be a few taxis and tool subscriptions. Do you think we can approve that as well, Jenny?
I think so.
Okay, let's go. So in one click, we got that done as well. But let's take this one step further. What if these agents weren't reactive based on my prompt, but actually proactive? They could get stuff done for me autonomously. So if I don't remember to do it, I can have that workflow running continuously. So now let's break down the steps and build out a report that runs in the background once a month. So when I come into my agent inbox, my expense reports will be ready, waiting for me to approve in a single tap. In this agent inbox, it brings together all of my agent's actions that are waiting for me. Whether that's a new absence request that have come in, emails I should be replying to. It takes all of these actions across dozens of different systems and runs those autonomously. This literally saved me 80 clicks across different systems. I think over 4 hours of work was just done in seconds. Pretty awesome, Jenny. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Joel.
What you've just seen is the Sana platform. With Sana and Workday working as one, we're creating a new front door, bringing people, data, and intelligence together to a seamless experience. Next year, we're bringing Sana directly into the Workday experience, so intelligence can meet you right where you are in the flow of work. This is the beginning of a new paradigm for work, moving from disconnected apps and workflows to a single intelligent system of action, where agents reason, anticipate, and act across the enterprise. From occasional HR logins to daily engagement, from automation to true agentic reasoning. We're not just making work easier, we're completely transforming how more than 75 million users work and learn through a personalized AI tutor at the fingertips of every single employee and work agents that autonomously run these workflows. You'll have genius at your fingertips, and now it will be connected to all of your company's knowledge and data, making it radically more context-aware and helpful. That's the future we're building together, super intelligence for work, putting a Leonardo da Vinci in each one of your pockets. We're really excited to get this done, and we're just getting started. Thank you so much. Back to you, Gerrit.
Wow, thanks, Joel. That was incredible. Who here thinks that the Sana experience is just beautiful? I have it on my phone, the Sana app, and it truly has changed my work day. Use it every day. And not only because it's useful, right? But truly because I like engaging with it. So what an incredible job of Joel and team. And I'm so excited that we bring it all together for you all as the leading experience for Workday. What you just saw actually is the future of Workday. And it's just the beginning. Workday builds AI experiences that helps you to get work done. But let's move to our second pillar, the best AI agents for HR, finance, and planning, purpose-built for you. With more than 1 trillion business transactions every year, we have an unparalleled view into how people and money move through organizations. And at Workday, that is very important for all of you. We build AI responsibly, grounded in our trusted governance model with human rights, fairness, and most importantly, safety at its core. Our innovations, they are all aligned with the EU AI Act and all other relevant global AI regulation. So you benefit from Workday AI that is not only powerful, but principled. Our One Intelligent platform embeds AI right at its core. We already delivered 80 innovations that are live in production today across the entire Workday suite. And we see incredible adoption across all of our processes. In September alone, 1 month, we have had 250 million AI-powered actions in the Workday platform. That is your success, and it's proof that when AI is built right into the flow of work, it delivers real results. And Workday AI, it doesn't just see your data. It is intelligence embedded right into the business process with full awareness of your business context. That gives unparalleled accuracy, and our belief is clear. The future will be AI-powered, human-centered, of course, but also responsibly led. And Workday, we are, together with you, we are leading that future. Last year, we unveiled the first wave of Workday AI agents. And as we have heard, our customers are experiencing tremendous value already. We have made 9 more agents available to early adopters this year. And I want to call out a few of my very favorites. You shouldn't have favorites, I admit it, but I do have favorites. Frontline Agent is helping managers, frontline managers who are actually in the field managing shift work, to manage shift worker schedule changes with 90% less time. That is real business agility. Our Planning Agent has helped customers to reduce data exploration time by 30%, and that means it's 100 hours saved a month per customer on average. That is real time saved for the business. And our BP Optimize Agent, that may be my real favorite actually. It continuously monitors and optimizes your Workday system. And we had one customer, they saved 3,500 hours of work just by following the agent's recommendations on how to streamline an entire end-to-end process. This is always on AI optimization in practice. These agents prove what's possible. They deliver real ROI. And we're just getting started. Today, here in Barcelona, I'm excited to announce our next wave of Illuminate AI agents. And our new agents, they are taking on some of the most complex, hard processes in HR and finance. They help you work smarter, faster, and with greater confidence. Here are just 3 examples. Employee service delivery. That is incredibly important, right? Our new case agent automatically reviews HR cases. It applies the right compliance context, and it drafts a tailored response. That means not only is the employee experience better, it also lowers the number of support requests. And here's the really cool thing about it. The manual work, it disappears. And the most important part, caring for the human, stays with people. Our new performance agent, and I know this is a tough topic, but we're going to help with that, draws on data across Workday and other systems like Salesforce to give managers a comprehensive, data-driven, fact-based set of feedback items. So now managers can focus on the really meaningful conversations and build a performance culture that really powers the business. And last but not least, closing the books. Usually that's a very high-pressure sprint. Any of you done that? Chasing anomalies, reconciling accounts, bringing it all together at the very last minute? Sounds familiar? I have been in that hot mess. No fun. Our financial close agent helps streamline this entire process. It coordinates all the close tasks across your teams. It flags issues in real time, and it brings everything back together. Now your financial close, it becomes more predictable, it becomes more efficient. But most importantly, it becomes much lower risk. But I actually think there is more to this, right? Because for AI to deliver real business value at scale, AI needs to be, it needs to be simple to adopt, right? It needs to be predictable to budget, and it needs to be super transparent to measure. I personally think AI shouldn't be locked away behind premium licenses. I think this is not good. AI should be available. It should not have hidden fees. AI should never be just bolted on as an annoying sidecar. That's why we have introduced Workday Flex Credits, the new way to consume Workday AI. Flex Credits, they mean that AI is always a part of your experience, like what you have just seen with Sana. They are built for transparency, so you can clearly see the value of every agent you are getting. And here is what this means for you. First, and I think you're going to like this best, I'm liking this best, they are free to get started. Flex Credits, they are included into your base subscription. That means that every customer, every one of you gets a free allotment from the get-go. Second, They are completely universal. They can be used for any agent, for any AI experience, and even for platform usage. And third, they scale up as you grow. If there is one scenario that gives you a lot of value, you can simply buy more AI credits, and you have more AI capacity available instantly. You always know how much AI you are consuming, and you can scale at your own pace. So we have just shown you the first two pillars of the next generation ERP. The new front door to work with Sana, and the best enterprise AI agents. Now it's time for us to go together to the third step, accelerating our investments into our core and building the most comprehensive HR and finance suite in this industry. And to show you how, I would like to take the stage over to Workday's Senior Vice President and Group General Manager of CHRO Products, Ashna Kirscher.
Thank you, Gerrit. Hello, everyone. It's great to be back here in Barcelona, a city that's reinvented itself again and again. From its Roman foundations to the Gothic Quarter, from the Industrial Revolution to the smart city that it is today. Innovation isn't a department here. It's a way of life, which makes this the perfect place to talk about transformation. As Gerrit said, we are reimagining ERP for the AI era. And at the heart of that is the foundation that we've built with all of you, helping you manage your people and your money on one platform. This foundation gives you unmatched agility and significant market advantage. And we're making it even stronger. It's business transformation at the highest level, how organizations plan, hire, staff, pay, and close end-to-end on one platform with AI at the core. HR and finance leaders must achieve operational excellence and accelerate business performance. We're here to help you do both. Workday Accounting Center helps more than 400 customers transform billions of transactions into accounting entries. One customer shared with me that they used Workday Financials and Accounting Center to automate revenue recognition and reduce manual journal entries by 70%. We're also enabling greater data integrity through deep investments in compliance and localization. We support Workday customers in more than 180 countries. And early next year, our global tax hub will give you one place to manage multi-entity compliance, so you can navigate complex tax regulations across countries with ease. Speaking of global compliance, I get all the fun topics, tax and compliance. We know many of you are preparing to meet the requirements of the EU Pay Transparency Directive. And we're ready to support you with our new Pay Transparency Analyzer, powered by Kainos, available today. Thanks. This is your single source for global pay transparency, and it's secure and trusted. It helps you identify, analyze, and close pay gaps. And it helps you manage key EU requirements, like the right to information. This means that you can confidently manage compliance and promote fair and clear pay practices. You can see our new analyzer in action right after this session here at the HR keynote. From pay equity to payroll, let's talk about global scale. How many of you operate in multiple countries? Yeah, I figured almost everybody in this room. And payroll across borders is really easy, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. We understand the complexity of cross-border payroll. It's why we're investing in a payroll strategy that meets your diverse needs. This includes, number one, Global Payroll Connect, so that you can set up your own integrations with a network of trusted payroll providers. This reduces the time it takes to set up a new country payroll by 75%. Number two, a brand new managed payroll offering for mid-size Workday customers. Now, Gerrit's going to share more details in a bit, so make sure that you act very surprised for him. And number three, I'm delighted to announce for the first time the ability for partners to localize Workday payroll. We're combining Workday's payroll engine with the local expertise of our partners to deliver compliant, country-specific payrolls. This gives you everything you need centralized inside of Workday. And we'll be sharing more roadmap details early next year. Now, payroll is just one example of where HR and finance need to collaborate and adapt. But as workforces become more global and dynamic, the HR-finance relationship matters more than ever. Take organizational planning, for example. It's no longer enough to design your organization just once a year. Org modeling and scenario design through adaptive planning takes org design from one time to any time and links it closely to key business results. But workforce planning is just the start. The ultimate goal is to get the right people in the right roles at the right time. With Workday, we empower your total workforce, from HCM to employees, for talent for flex teams, to Vinly for contingent workers. We help you attract and manage every type of worker for every type of work. And we're taking the next big leap. With our acquisition of Paradox, we're delivering an AI-powered talent acquisition suite to help you find, hire, and onboard workers from the front line to the back office across full-time and contingent roles. Paradox's Candidate Experience Agent simplifies every step of that candidate journey, particularly in high-volume industries, which employ nearly 3 billion frontline workers globally. And the impact is clear. Using conversational AI, Paradox schedules over 32 million interviews a year. That's one every second. And Paradox has helped fill more than 12 million jobs, drive conversion rates above 70%, and reduce time to hire to as little as 3.5 days. Now, Paradox shows the power of a single agent. But the real breakthrough comes when agents work together to transform how work gets done. And when we think about the future of work, it can feel a little complex, even a little overwhelming. But with illumination comes clarity. Behind every light source is a full spectrum of color, just as behind every business is a dynamic blend of people, money, and intelligence. Let's take a look at how a great Workday customer, Signify, is illuminating the world and embracing innovation.
Everyone around the world experiences lighting, and it makes such a difference to have good lighting or poor lighting.
It's the reason why we're the #1 lighting company in the world.
Signify selected Workday because it's a global unified platform. Providing them with one global consistent platform allows them to manage their international teams in an easy, consistent manner. Since last year, our HR technology strategy is focusing on a skills-first approach.
And it's with that in mind that we actually really start to partner with Workday on many other offerings.
Workday is delivering more and more AI features,
making it more efficient to connect better with customers.
We love to experiment. We love to try things, fail at things. We welcome everybody for who they are. Everyone can be their real selves. And we promote that diversity and multicultural experience as a company.
Signify is helping to illuminate the globe while embracing AI. Now we'll explore a hypothetical scenario with Signify, who has graciously allowed us to use their brand for this demonstration. Let's imagine how Workday agents could help Signify support their team and scale efficiently by automating key processes like planning and hiring. The agents you'll see are already with early adopter customers. And we have Marcus here to help us demo. Marcus, are you ready?
Absolutely. Let's bring it to life.
Yeah, you sound ready. The challenge for Signify starts with demand that changes by the minute. It's autumn across Europe. Days are growing shorter, and demand is surging for streetlights in Amsterdam and Paris. The planning agent sees what's coming before it becomes a problem. It models the impact, higher energy costs, supplier bottlenecks, and a need for more skilled labor. In seconds, it generates scenarios and recommends actions to help handle the surge with prioritized staffing. This isn't reforecasting by spreadsheet. It's Workday reforecasting with live finance and operations data in real time. Because knowing demand is coming is one thing, but getting the right people and resources in place fast is your advantage. To meet this peak demand, let's turn to hiring. Signify needs 100 new employees in a few weeks. Paradox makes this easy for them. First, the hiring manager simply posts the field technician job from their phone. Next, a candidate engages with the Paradox agent using WhatsApp, asking about open roles, sharing their details, and scheduling an interview, all in minutes, without forms or complicated steps. Recruiters who once lost days just coordinating interviews now gain a full week back each month. The impact? Projects get staffed faster, revenue isn't lost to understaffing, existing staff aren't overworked, and candidates feel supported from the start. For Signify, it means staying staffed even when hiring swings up and down with demand. But what about those moments when you simply can't hire and onboard in time? For emerging markets where full-time roles aren't feasible, Workday uses contingent labor pools via our contingent sourcing agent, powered by Workday Venly. Here, our manager selects the field technician job, and our agent zeroes in on qualified candidates. The agent secures trusted staff from a contingent worker vendor. We move quickly to offer for a worker that can be on site tomorrow with no disruption to the business. The agent handles everything else from vendor agreements to invoicing and beyond, filling shifts without sacrificing quality or budget. But even the best staffing plan can't prevent surprises. A technician in Lyon calls in sick the morning of an installation. Normally, this means frantic phone calls and hours lost. Not anymore. The frontline agent automatically finds and coverage, reassigns shifts, and ensures that EU working time rules are met. What once took managers 30 minutes is now handled in under 2. That's a 90% reduction in scheduling time. For Signify's roughly 30,000 employees, these savings add up fast, leaving more time to focus on their people and delivering projects for their clients. Now, with shifts covered, let's turn to something equally as critical: paying people. Our payroll agent works behind the scenes to ensure that every employee is paid accurately and on time. And Workday's AI-powered Global Payroll Connect makes global payroll effortless. Here, we see Julia use the payroll agent to create a new pay group for the Netherlands so that she can pay them via a third-party payroll. Now, in the Global Payroll Hub, she can review employees with outstanding tasks that require Netherlands-specific payroll data. The agent seamlessly guides her to remaining forms so the payroll can run without interruption. As a final step, Julia simply asks the agent to generate sign-on bonuses for her new team. With that simple request, she again triggers the payroll agent, which automatically formats the data to share with the third-party payroll provider. Global Payroll Connect handles the rest, ensuring swift vendor data transfer, and the payroll vendor confirms bonus payment processing. With a final approval from Julia, the off-cycle payroll run concludes, and the workers' pay slips are automatically uploaded to Workday with accuracy and efficiency. Now let's see this from the worker's perspective. Jan, a new field technician, notices something new in this month's payslip, a bonus he wasn't expecting. In the past, he might have opened a ticket, sent a few emails, and waited days for a response. But today, he simply asks the assistant, "Tell me about my latest payment." In seconds, Sana pulls the answer, explaining that Jan earned a new hire bonus. It even offers helpful suggestions like directing part of that bonus towards his retirement savings or an employee stock purchase plan. This is the power of Sana, our brand new interface for Workday AI. It's not just answering questions, it searches across systems, understands what you mean, and takes action. Whether that's checking a policy, booking time off, or launching a new request, all with full Workday context. It's like having a smart teammate in your pocket, bringing the power of enterprise AI directly to every worker. Finally, with projects staffed and employees feeling supported, Signify must protect customer trust. Our revenue contract agent, powered by Evisort, reviews customer agreements to ensure that financial data like contract terms and billing schedules are always entered correctly and in line with company policies. The agent proactively surfaces a billing issue before it becomes a problem. A major smart lighting contract with a European town crosses a pricing threshold. They have spent over 250,000 euro with Signify. The agent knows that this amount of spend entitles them to a 15% discount under their current agreement. So when the next invoice comes in, it recommends the discount and updates the outgoing invoice before it reaches the customer. The result? The customer saves money and stays happy, and the accounting team avoids time-consuming corrections after the fact. With AI working behind the scenes, the team can focus on growth, knowing that every contract, order, and invoice is handled accurately and intelligently. Now, running a global lighting business requires constant agility. Workday agents don't just move work forward, they move the business forward. For Signify, that means anticipating seasonal demand shifts, hiring, scheduling, and paying workers with speed while managing costs. For their leaders and teams, it means spending less time on manual processes and more time driving innovation, sustainability, and customer satisfaction. This isn't just a demo. It's how work gets done together. One trusted AI-powered system connecting HR, finance, and operations in real time, where every agent works from the same trusted data foundation and security controls. We're shaping an AI-powered, human-centric, and future-ready experience together. Thank you all. Back to you, Gerrit.
Wow, thank you, Ashna. That was so awesome. You have just seen how we are delivering the best AI agents for work, built on deep domain expertise and the most comprehensive suite for HR and finance. This is what it looks like when you put AI and business processes together as one. It is the next generation of ERP in action. But now let's go to our fourth pillar of the next generation of ERP. And I hope you are ready for some pretty big new announcements. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? We brought some things only for here in Barcelona. Because when we say we want to be the AI platform, and you think about it for a moment, it actually goes beyond HR and finance, doesn't it? To truly redefine ERP for the age of AI, we need to unlock AI across the entire enterprise. Because when agents work across all of your systems, not just ours, productivity can truly skyrocket. And this is why we are taking connectivity to an entirely new level. I am thrilled to announce that Workday has signed a definite agreement to acquire Pipedream. Pipedream is a low-code, no-code integration platform for AI agents. It has more than 3,000 connectors. They're all secure and pre-built. These connectors link the world's most widely used business applications together. With Pipedreams, your agents can seamlessly connect with thousands of applications outside of Workday. Doesn't that sound amazing? Just imagine integration, the pain of integration going away. 3,000 connectors available for all of you. We combine the trusted data and business context that we have in Workday with all of the AI agents and all of the systems out there. So we are moving from surfacing insights to actually getting work done. So if you are an HR or finance leader, this means that your human workforce and your digital agents, they can finally operate as one, with people and money data flowing securely across all of your systems. For IT leaders, Pipedream brings one unified solution for every agent that you are running. Just think about it. Pipedream becomes the bridge that connects Workday intelligence with the rest of your organization. 3,000 connectors, ready, out of the box, less custom work, lower costs, and a much faster path for enterprise AI at scale. And you're going to see this live here on stage in just a moment. But first, I do have one more thing just for you. I know everyone here in Europe has challenges in innovating with AI. Because there is one big challenge that you all face, that I face as a fellow European. It's your data. No region in the world has higher expectations of data protection and digital sovereignty. So here is the question. How can you embrace AI and scale innovation quickly without compromising security and the control of your data? So, for the very first time here in Barcelona today, we are announcing something that I think many of you have been waiting for, the Workday EU Sovereign Cloud. Our EU Sovereign Cloud is designed to take Europe's digital sovereignty and take it to a strategic advantage for all of you. And it's giving you three amazing things. First, it gives you the confidence to adopt AI at speed, with the highest levels of trust, security, and compliance built in. Second, EU-based operation. It keeps the critical parts of your business running, like payroll, HR, finance, and planning. And third, ultimate data protection. Your data staying in the European Union. In this jurisdiction, it's operated right here in Europe by EU personnel only. The Workday European Sovereign Cloud will be available to all of you in the beginning of next year already, so get ready. This is how we deliver the future of work in Europe, with the trust, control, and confidence that you all need to innovate. And I know many of you have been innovating already. Over 1,400 customers like Spotify, GSK, and Netflix, they are building applications. In fact, more than 3,000 applications have been built on Workday already and put into production. We did put the power of the Workday platform directly into the hands of you, builders, and you, our customers. You have extended Workday and built creative solutions that are tailored to your unique business needs. And I think this is awesome. So let's do more. Today, we are going beyond Workday Extend. We are taking the next big step with Workday Build. Workday Build is our new developer platform for our customers, partners, and actually for every developer out there. Workday Build is a true game changer. First, it lets you all build the future of work. It has AI at its core. That means that you can develop your innovations faster with Workday. Developer Copilot helps you develop code with AI assistance. Orchestrate gives you low-code integrations across the entire enterprise. Our new Agent Builder is going to unlock AI agent building for everyone. And our new data service, it unlocks your enterprise data for AI innovation. More on all of this in just a moment. And in addition to all of this, these great tools, we are also adding hundreds of new MCP-enabled APIs to power agentic innovations. Second, Workday Build, it lets you build your business. Partners can develop apps and sell them in the Workday marketplace. Already more than 500 partners offer their solutions on it. And you, all of our customers, you can activate them directly inside your tenant. Isn't that cool? That streamlined process from partner solution to use in your tenant by just deploying it into it dynamically? I think that's amazing. And third, and maybe most importantly, Workday Build lets you build your career. It's about creating a global community where anyone can learn, innovate, and grow. From programs to certifications to hands-on learning, we are empowering every Workday developer to sharpen their skills and to scale their innovation. Now I want to talk about a real breakthrough behind Workday Build, our new data service. Because if you ask me as a developer, what I once was, every innovation, specifically in AI, every app, every agent, every workflow runs on data. And enterprise data, as you all know it, it has been one of the toughest challenges to solve for. Data is scattered, it is inconsistent, it's hard to find, it is often locked away in silos. But guess what? That ends today. I want you all to meet our new Workday Data Cloud, a breakthrough that makes your data open, accessible, and AI-ready. Workday Data Cloud is built on 3 key components. First, a data lake in Apache Iceberg, giving you an open-source standard foundation. Second, it gives you a direct SQL Access API, so your data teams can get real-time insights. And third, Workday Prism, for data management, ensuring that your data is governed, trusted, and enterprise-grade. With Data Cloud, you all get direct, zero-copy access to your Workday data while keeping it secure, right where it lives. No more complex integrations, no more copying your data. You have direct access at scale, and this was simply not possible to do before. At Rising North America, we announced great partnerships. We are partnering with Databricks, Salesforce, and Snowflake, because we, at Workday, we truly want to deliver the best data experience for all of our joint customers. And today, we are further cementing our commitment to an open data ecosystem by welcoming Google Cloud's BigQuery as our 4th Data Cloud partner. I want to just show you how Data Cloud works and how cool it really is. So let's say we are using any of these vendors. They're all great, fantastic data lakehouses or data warehouses, depending in which camp you're in. But sometimes you do need to access financial data that lives in Workday and business metrics that live in your data lakehouse. For instance, you want to build a better forecasting model. With our new Data Cloud, you get direct access to your Workday data from within your data lakehouse. No copying, no reformatting anymore. You just register your Workday data in your lakehouse, and you can start building your model instantly. And the coolest thing is it will work the other way around too. If you want to enrich your Workday financial data or HR data with business metrics that you have in your data warehouse, you can directly access them from Workday. Workday Data Cloud lets you securely access and discover the data catalog, select what you need, and combine it with your Workday data in place. Together with our amazing partners, we are building the most open, the most connected data ecosystem in the industry. So your data, it just works where you need it. We have just shown you how we are putting your data to work. So who here is ready to see AI agent creation in action? To walk us through exactly that, I'd like to welcome one of the true pioneers of AI, our Vice President of Agentic AI at Workday, Gerrit Kazmaier.
Thanks, Gerrit. And hello, everyone. It's such a pleasure to be here in Barcelona. I was actually spending some time this weekend hanging out in the city, and I saw La Sagrada Familia, I went to the Picasso Museum, and I must say Barcelona is absolutely amazing. I'm so happy to be here. As you've seen, we made incredible progress with our agents over the past year, and today we're taking them one step further. I'm thrilled to introduce our new agent development tools to make it faster and easier than ever before for you to build agents right in Workday. These tools are tailored to your unique business needs. As we announced in September, we've taken a completely fresh approach to building agents and letting you build agents in Workday by acquiring Flowwise. Flowwise is an incredible low-code platform with a simple drag-and-drop experience that makes it easy for anyone, not just developers, to build powerful agents. With Workday Flowwise Agent Builder, you can build enterprise-ready agents in minutes, backed by Workday's trusted security, policy awareness, and compliance. You also have full governance in the Workday Agent System of Record. It's a real game changer, and early adopters will have it in their hands in the first half of 2026. But here's how we supercharge this capability. Pipedream will integrate its vast libraries of connectors directly into this agent building experience. We are so excited to work with Pipedream to bring this connectivity to all the agents we build at Workday. Pipedream is an amazing company, and welcome to Workday. With Pipedream, you can give your custom agents the power to do more than just operate in only Workday. It lets them reach out and take action to execute complex workflows and tasks and access thousands of your most important apps and systems. Now, instead of just talking about it, I want to show it to you. Riley, you ready?
Ready to rock, Jerry.
He's ready to rock. I've asked Riley to show me and drive today's demo with you together. Let's think about the situation. We all want to build a culture of recognizing and celebrating employees, but having the time and process in place, that could be hard, that could be challenging. So how do we solve this? We're going to use the Flowwise Agent Builder to build a brand new employee recognition agent that rewards employees when they hit their goals. Let's jump in. I like this agent to automatically send a spot bonus when you complete a goal inside of Workday. That sounds simple, but is actually complex. The agent has to work across the goal completion feature, spot bonus budgets, and manager approvals. Now here's the magic. Here's how you can build it with us. All I have to do is describe the agent in a few words. First, what should it do? Second, what information does it need? And finally, when should it act? And from there, that agent builder brings it to life, laying everything out visually on the canvas. You can see that right here. First, the agent watches for when a goal is completed in Workday. Next, it checks the budget in Workday financials. And then it sends a request to the manager for approval in Workday. And if the manager approves, yay, my manager always approves, the bonus is then added. And all of that comes from just a few sentences. Making changes is also just as easy. You can code an agent builder, but you don't have to. With drag and drop, you can configure and tweak on the fly. Let's open up the add spot bonus step. Right now, the bonus is at 500 euros. With 2 clicks, you could bring it to 1,000 euros. Save and done. That workflow is now updated. And that's just the beginning. Anyone can do this. The real magic happens when agents work together as a team, and the agents can collaborate with each other. As you click, you can see all of the agents that it has access to inside of Workday. Imagine this agent joining forces with the performance agent, so recognition moments automatically flow into the performance reviews, giving managers a richer view of impact. And of course, you're not limited to only Workday. You can connect to third-party applications just as easily. And now take a look at this. This is with Pipedream. You can connect to thousands of apps and systems, including Anthropic, Adyen, and Asana. 3 A's. Isn't that amazing? This really empowers your agents to work across your business. Regardless of department, systems, the systems can all work together, amplifying the agent's impact. Let's take Asana, for example. The agent we're building, prompted by the goal completion being finished in Workday, can automatically send tasks to managers in Asana to share the bonus news with the employee. This helps them set their next strategic goal. The possibilities are endless. Let's say right now, we want to make sure the employee is instantly recognized for achieving the goal in Microsoft Teams. We add the connection, type the message, and save. Now, every recognition moment gets shared with the team right in the flow of work. This is the flexibility of agent building. You're not just automating tasks, you're creating agents that collaborate across your business. And before we see our agent in action, there's one last step, saving that agent and activating it in the Workday agent system of record. Here, you can see our new employee recognition agent sitting alongside all the others. You can track performance, you can manage access, and oversee every interaction. All right, let's click to activate it and see what this agent can do. And to do that, we'll shift gears and look at this from the manager's perspective. One of our team members has done a great goal and completed it in Workday. Immediately, the agent surfaces a request. Maria Flores has completely launched a great product and a new initiative Would you like to approve a €1,000 recognition bonus? With a single click approve, the agent springs into action. It checks Workday financials, updates the reward budget in real time, giving both managers and finance instant visibility into what's left. And because it's connected to Microsoft Teams, a congratulatory message pops up for the whole team. The chat lights up with likes, emojis, and quick comments, turning recognition into a true celebration moment. Workday isn't just providing insights. We're empowering AI agents to seamlessly and securely take action wherever work happens. That's how Workday delivers truly actionable AI and is a single open platform that transforms your business. So, we're talking about a lot today. We're giving you Sana, the new front door for work. We're giving you Flowwise Agent Builder, the low-code platform to build agents. And now with Pipedream, we're unlocking a new level of connectivity and activating your whole digital workforce across the enterprise. And this is Workday Build. It's your developer platform, your tools, your marketplace, your data service, and your innovation. Thanks, everyone, and back to you, Gerrit.
Wow, thank you, Jerry. Amazing. Who doesn't want to like to use these tools? They're awesome. What we are doing here is really we are bridging the gap between Workday's 20 years of trusted HR and finance data, our unprecedented levels of business context, and the ultimate simplicity of building and connecting agents across your entire enterprise. But again, if you really think about it, you kind of need more to unlock the transformational power of AI than just tools, right? For Workday to be your enterprise AI platform for people, money, and agents, we must provide an agent system of record for all of your agents. Your teams, they are using tools like Microsoft Copilot, Google Gemini for Enterprise, and many others to meet your specific needs. And these tools are great. We know it. We want you to use them. This is why we are moving beyond Workday and partner agents and integrate all of your agents that you are deploying into our agent system of record. We are collaborating with the leading AI companies on open standards through our open partner network for AI. We are teaming up with customers and partners like Accenture, AWS, and Google Cloud, who are leveraging open protocols to connect their agents with your Workday. We are collaborating with partners like Okta to ensure that agents, they can securely work across the entire enterprise estate. And we have recently announced that we are integrating Microsoft's Entra ID right into our Workday ASOR. So now, all of those powerful agents that you are building on Microsoft with tools like Azure AI Foundry or Copilot Studio, they can be natively turned on and governed directly inside Workday. Here is a snapshot of all of our agents within our ASOR, including a new agent that was built with Microsoft Copilot. And we bring your AI workforce and your teams together into one integrated organization model. So you have a complete view of your hybrid teams, people and agents, side by side. So you can see all of your agents that are deployed. You can see who has access to them. You can drill down to better understand their performance and their overall impact on your business. This is the power of an open ecosystem, giving you all the ability to connect and innovate with confidence. But are you ready for one more big announcement? Something really big, really, really big. I'm so excited about this. You know, it's close to the end, I know. But we got to save something really big for the end, right? Go out on a bang. Workday has always made it possible to scale your HR and finances to virtually any size. But we know that many of the organizations out there, you're not large, small, mid-sized. There are so many smaller companies, and they have unique challenges. Expanding into new markets, managing payroll across countries, keeping up with all of that admin work, hiring all of these people. This is really challenging. It is a lot to take on, right? Who knows of this challenge? Only large companies here? I don't believe it. We launched Workday Go to help with this challenge. Earlier this year, with Workday Go, we helped mid-sized organizations to streamline HR and finance, simplify how they buy and deploy Workday, and today, here in Barcelona, we are taking the next big step. I'm thrilled to announce the expansion of Workday Go. Now, we are making it easier than ever to get started with Workday and to help every company in the world to operate with global scale, simplicity, and tap into the global talent pool. And we're doing this in 3 new ways. First, what if you could hire without having to consider the complexity of local payroll rules or even entity creation, especially in Europe? Doing business means you're going across borders, by definition. This is why I am so incredibly excited to announce our brand new Workday Go Global Payroll. This is going to give to all of you 75 payrolls, 75 countries ready to go. But we don't stop there. It is a managed service. It's a managed service to pay workers anywhere in the world. Now you have one seamless, consistent way to do just that. And we have made this possible with our expanded partnership with an incredible company called Remote. You're going to hear in a moment more about this. Second, we are expanding Workday Go through our Workday Go partner network, which simplifies how companies can work with Workday. We are making it truly easy for Workday Go customers to access benefits, payments, and give you more deployment choices. We are so excited to launch alongside our partners like Benefit Harbor, OneSource Virtual, Remote, TopBlock, and Kainos. And third, personally as a technology person, I must say, maybe the most exciting part here, Workday Go will make your deployments faster and easier with a new deployment agent to help you go live and realize value quicker. Deployment agent can cut implementation times by 25% already. And we are not stopping there. We are doing even more. We are investing into this agent to automate the very steps that are required to set up your Workday system. We couldn't be more excited about the fantastic opportunities you and us have together with our new expanded Workday Go. And we are not the only ones. Joining us today here on stage is the CEO and co-founder of Remote and our partner for Workday Go Global Payroll. Please welcome Jo Vandervoort. Thank you, Jo.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you for being with us today. Is this your first Rising?
This is my first Rising, and wow, this is incredible.
It is incredible, and I didn't tell you this before, but a little secret, right? As you can tell, I'm pretty excited about Workday Go. I'm almost on fire. So I was asking our marketing team if they could a big pool in here with water. If you and I could set ourselves on fire and jump through a hoop into that pool.
I don't want to scare my wife today, so.
They didn't allow it. They didn't allow it, right? Apparently it's not legal. So,
oh, there we go.
So we got to save. But I am truly burning, for this partnership and the opportunities that we have. And to make this more concrete to all of you, so let's say you are a customer, you're operating globally, or you're just thinking about expanding into new markets. Can you highlight what our partnership will unlock for them?
Yeah, Gerrit, so there's 2 big ways in which our partnership is going to transform companies using Workday. The first one is we're creating a true single pane of glass to run payroll in over 70 different countries. So no more different systems, no more different UI.
70 or 75?
75 countries. It's truly, it makes things so much simpler. And the other big way is that if you are a company, you want to expand to a new market, or you want to hire talent in a place where maybe you don't have an entity or presence, you can now use Remote's employer of record services to hire people completely compliantly, really quickly, without having to worry about all the overhead that comes with managing an entity and all the legalities that come with that.
So just to repeat that, to make sure everyone got this right. It's a managed service that gives payroll in 75 countries, and even has a built-in entity in case you don't want to spin up an entity for yourself. Is that right?
That's right.
That is the ultimate simplification. Because I know, for many companies, right? If you're a big company, you have a payroll team, right? And you can manage a lot, right? And this is great, this is goodness. Yeah. But if you're a smaller company, disjointed payroll systems, I think it can be a real nightmare.
It's what we hear all the time.
Yes, same here. And I think us working together will truly change that. So can you tell us what will change and what business value can and should customers expect?
Yeah, I think the best way to think about this is one of our customers, right? They started out, they had a presence in 25 countries, and in 25 countries they had a different payroll service, a different UI, they had to manage that, there's a lot of administrative burden. And so what they did is they consolidated all of that on remote, and instead of 25 different services, 25 different people to talk to, one platform, one pane of glass, one interface, and one team to talk to. And now this will become available to all Workday customers.
I personally think that what you are doing is such an important mission, right? Because at the end of the day, getting people paid, that is incredibly important. Doing it reliably across all of these countries, doing it correctly, I think that is such an amazing outcome. And I think what we're really doing here is we're combining remote expertise and getting people paid, right, for their jobs, and getting this together with Workday expertise and global HR and AI at scale. So, in your own words, that integrated approach between the two of us, what does that unlock in scale, in simplicity, and in governance?
Look, it allows you to scale much easier than ever before. And I think one of the things that we're so excited about is we spent the past years building this massive amount of documentation and knowledge around how do you operate in different countries? How do you run payroll? How do you stay compliant? And we build that into AI agents. And what we're doing now is we're actually making those AI agents available to Workday customers through the ASOR. And so we're really excited to help companies operate internationally much more compliantly and much easier, really.
So are you saying that we are getting not only a managed service, 75 countries, entity creation, we're also getting payroll agents that work seamlessly in our ASOR? Is that what you're saying?
That's exactly what I'm saying, Gerrit.
Job, I'm incredibly excited about our partnership. Thank you so much for partnering with us. Thank you for coming out.
Thanks so much for having us, Gerrit. Thank you.
What an incredible morning. I'm so thankful that we could come here to Barcelona and that we could actually share so many new innovations, so many great new things with all of you here. And I want to thank all of the speakers. I want to thank Joel, Jerry, Riley, Ashna, Marcus for an incredible Rising experience. But most importantly, I do want to thank all of you. Whether you're a Workday customer, whether you are a Workday partner, or whether you are just a curious friend, thank you for being with us here on this very early morning, and thank you for your time and attention here at Rising. This week, it truly is for all of you. Have fun, make connections, learn as much as possible. And you will be able to hear and learn more at the Expo and at the many other sessions this week. But I do have one final thought. We at Workday, we have a vision to transform how work gets done. That we bring the value of AI to the enterprise, bring it to all of you with the most complete suite for HR and finance, built on a completely open platform. And I do have one ask to all of you. Get started on your transformation journey now. We are here for you as your trusted partners, as we have been for the last 20 years. Learn about Sana, our AI agents, our HR and finance solutions, Workday Build, and all of the other incredible innovations that you saw today. We are standing together at the gates of a new era. So let's take one step forward together. Thank you and have a great week.
And welcome back to the broadcast studio. Workday has cemented its position as the enterprise AI platform for managing people, money, and agents.
Yeah, that's right. We're powering a new Workday experience where knowledge, data, action, and learning all come together as one and create the new front door for work.
And it's a new Workday. Gerrit, Ashna, Jerry, and Joel brought our innovation story to life, and we're backing that vision with some other incredible news tools.
Yeah, and a critical piece of that, Rogerio, especially for this audience, was that the Workday EU Sovereign Cloud is all about providing the trust, the security to help our EMEA customers innovate with confidence.
Exactly right. And let's start with that new front door for work that you just mentioned now, Carolyn. The vision for bringing Sana into Workday is all about creating a single intelligent experience.
It's truly AI-powered and human-centric. So let's take a moment. Gerrit and Joel introduce the new Workday.
We started asking ourselves, what is the most important problem in our field? And for us, the answer was access to knowledge. Throughout history, whether that's the printing press, the Macintosh, or Google, whenever we've advanced knowledge, we've advanced everything else. However, inside organizations today, knowledge is scattered. It's stuck in hundreds of different enterprise tools, or worse, in people's heads. People waste time bouncing between dozens of different apps, spending hours searching, and still come up empty. And this isn't just killing productivity, this is stalling progress inside our organizations. And we think AI is, a once in a generation opportunity to change this. We can go from tools that find information to AI that synthesizes all of your company's knowledge in a personalized learning experience. We can reduce 20-step tasks into a single tap, doing hours of work in seconds. We can put a Leonardo da Vinci in every employee's pocket, helping them assist to learn new things and solve tasks. This is the new front door to work, where AI is the new UI. And that new UI is Sana.
Oh, it's just incredible. I love the Leonardo da Vinci comment, by the way. And AI is the new UI, but that AI is only as good as the data that you run.
AI is the new UI. Was it you that made that up?
No, I just copied it because I thought it was really great. Aren't I great?
Oh, you're amazing. But, Rogerio, picking up on your data comment, another important announcement was Workday's intent to acquire Pipedream.
That's right, and Gerrit mentioned that in the keynote, Carolyn, as you know. That's the integration platform, and it sounded like a crucial piece of the puzzle for making those AI agents truly, truly powerful.
It really is, because it's all about connectivity. This move adds over 3,000 pre-built connectors to apps and systems outside of Workday. So let's watch that moment back.
To truly redefine ERP for the age of AI, we need to unlock AI across the entire enterprise. Because when agents work across all of your systems, not just ours, productivity can truly skyrocket. And this is why we are taking connectivity to an entirely new level. I am thrilled to announce that Workday has signed a definite agreement to acquire Pipedream. Pipedream is a low-code, no-code integration platform for AI agents. It has more than 3,000 connectors. They're all secure and pre-built. These connectors link the world's most widely used business applications together. With Pipedreams, your agents can seamlessly connect with thousands of applications outside of Workday. Doesn't that sound amazing? Just imagine integration, the pain of integration going away. 3,000 connectors available for all of you. We combine the trusted data and business context that we have in Workday with all of the AI agents and all of the systems out there. So we are moving from surfacing insights to actually getting work done. So if you are an HR or finance leader, this means that your human workforce and your digital agents, they can finally operate as one, with people and money data flowing securely across all of your systems. For IT leaders, Pipedream brings one unified solution for every agent that you are running. Just think about it. Pipedream becomes the bridge that connects Workday intelligence with the rest of your organization.
How amazing. And let's talk about how Workday Build is opening up the Workday platform in new ways via new tools and new partnerships. The introduction of the Workday Data Cloud is a game changer for CFOs and CIOs, Carolyn.
It really is, because finally, zero copy, bidirectional access to your Workday data.
That's right, and that's just part of it. Workday Build is also putting the power to create new agents in the hands of our customers and in the hands of our partners. And the new Workday Flowwise, with the new Workday Flowwise Agent Builder.
Yeah, and it was just amazing to see Jerry demo just how simple it is to create a new agent. And that is what future ready really looks like. So let's take a look.
Workday Build is our new developer platform for our customers, partners, and actually for every developer out there. Workday Build is a true game changer. First, it lets you all build the future of work. It has AI at its core. That means that you can develop your innovations faster with Workday. Developer Copilot helps you develop code with AI assistance. Orchestrate gives you low-code integrations across the entire enterprise. Our new Agent Builder is going to unlock AI agent building for everyone. And our new data service, it unlocks your enterprise data for AI innovation. More on all of this in just a moment. And in addition to all of this, these great tools, we are also adding hundreds of new MCP-enabled APIs to power agentic innovations. Second, Workday Build, it lets you build your business. Partners can develop apps and sell them in the Workday marketplace. Already more than 500 partners offer their solutions on it. And you, all of our customers, you can activate them directly inside your tenant. Isn't that cool? That streamlined process from partner solution to use in your tenant by just deploying it into it dynamically? I think that's amazing. And third, and maybe most importantly, Workday Build lets you build your career. It's about creating a global community where anyone can learn, innovate, and grow. From programs to certifications to hands-on learning, we are empowering every Workday developer to sharpen their skills and to scale their innovation. Now I want to talk about a real breakthrough behind Workday Build, our new data service. Because if you ask me as a developer, what I once was, every innovation, specifically in AI, every app, every agent, every workflow runs on data and enterprise data. As you all know it, it has been one of the toughest challenges to solve for. Data is scattered, it's inconsistent, it's hard to find. It is often locked away in silos. But guess what? That ends today. I want you all to meet our new Workday Data Cloud, a breakthrough that makes your data open, accessible, and AI-ready.
And that's right, we're tearing down the data silos, the innovations for customers of all sizes.
It really is. And we also announced major innovations for Workday Go, making all of this power accessible for everyone, Rogerio. The new Workday Go global payroll and the deployment agent, that's a huge deal for our mid-sized customers.
Yes, it's about delivering the enterprise AI value right from day one. So let's take a look.
Workday has always made it possible to scale your HR and finances to virtually any size. But we know that many of the organizations out there, you're not large, small, mid-sized. There are so many smaller companies, and they have unique challenges. Expanding into new markets, managing payroll across countries, keeping up with all of that admin work, hiring all of these people. This is really challenging. It is a lot to take on, right? Who knows of this challenge? Only large companies here? I don't believe it. We launched Workday Go to help with this challenge. Earlier this year, with Workday Go, we helped mid-sized organizations to streamline HR and finance, simplify how they buy and deploy Workday, and today, here in Barcelona, we are taking the next big step. I'm thrilled to announce the expansion of Workday Go. Now, we are making it easier than ever to get started with Workday and to help every company in the world to operate with global scale, simplicity, and tap into the global talent pool. And we're doing this in 3 new ways. First, what if you could hire without having to consider the complexity of local payroll rules or even entity creation, especially in Europe? Doing business means you're going across borders, by definition. This is why I am so incredibly so excited to announce our brand new Workday Go Global Payroll.
What a powerful keynote. That vision of a truly open AI-powered platform is truly, truly incredible.
It really is. And Rogerio, we are in for a treat because we have the 2 leaders behind the entire strategy joining us right now.
The legends as well, by the way. And please welcome Workday CEO Carl Eschenbach and President of Product and Technology, Gerrit Kazmaier. Great to see you, folks.
Yeah, great to see you both.
Great to be here. Thank you for having us. What a innovation keynote.
Right?
Amazing.
It's incredible.
Really amazing. I was sitting there watching my friend Gerrit and his team just deliver one innovation after another. It was truly incredible.
We were just talking here about the and so many ands. It was amazing.
I like Gerrit. He had one more and at the end, and he talked about Workday Go for the EMEA market. It's so critical. What an incredible day. So much fun. I feel so grateful to be part of this team and to sit next to this young man and watch all of his success. And for us to be here with the 2 of you, too.
Thank you. We're working hard during the past month. And a big thank you to all the workmates out there who made all of this innovation possible. As Carl has said, we're on the move. Workday is delivering, I think, at unprecedented speed.
We really are. And Gerrit, as a fellow European, I mean, what does it mean for you to be here in Barcelona, sharing the AI human-centric vision with this EMEA community?
Oh, there are so many ways how I think about it. First of all, Europe is an incredible community of innovators, right? And a lot of our Workday customers are here in Europe, and they want to get also the latest innovations. They want to, build AI agents. They want to do it in a compliant way. This is why we did the Euro Sovereign Cloud. They're truly looking for ways how they can connect Europe to the AI innovation machinery that exists in North America. And I think Workday, uniquely is building that bridge, right? By combining all of the trust, all of the security, all of our data, all of our business domain understanding with the latest and greatest in AI, and bringing this to Europe. And like you said, bringing that home, because coming out of a family with a founding father who ran a business here, it means a lot, because I think truly the best comes together, European craftsmanship and leading innovation from Workday.
Yeah, wonderful foundation.
Yeah, that's great.
It's so great to see Gerrit, like he said, he's home.
Yes.
Europe,
yes, exactly.
German. Actually, when I'm in Europe, I claim I'm from Germany as well.
But you are.
I have the right last name, so I just go along with it. Me and Gerrit, we grew up in Germany. We were technologists.
There you go. Right next to each other, doing Oktoberfest together.
When I'm in Spain, I go by Carlito. You just adapt to your surroundings, right?
There you go.
That's it.
I mean, you're the international man of mystery. And talking about international, by the way, right, so we're here in Barcelona having this fantastic event with these amazing customers and partners. How does this anchor our international strategy?
Well, listen, as you know, Rogerio, the biggest opportunity we have as a company is outside of the U.S., and it is the international market. In the international market, the biggest opportunity is Europe. And as you see us, we're leaning heavily into this market, from our people to what we're doing. Our big announcement in Dublin, right? We have over 2,000 people in Gerrit's organization in Dublin, bringing innovation not just to EMEA, but to the rest of the world, right? We announced more this week at Workday Rising EMEA we announced more solutions for the European market than we ever have in the 10-year history of this conference. So we are leaning heavily in. We got great people. We got great partners. You saw the new announcement we did with a number of people today. We have to continue to think internationally as a company because it represents the biggest opportunity for us. And I'm leaving this conference more energized, more excited than ever about our opportunity. And it comes back to something that Gerrit said at the beginning, and I too want to say thank you to our workmates that we get to work with around the world and all of the 4,000 plus here in Europe for making this conference become a reality and bringing Workday to the European market like we never have in the past.
That's brilliant. That's beautiful. Beautifully said. I mean, yes, we're very, very proud to be in Europe as well, aren't we? There's incredible customers here. All, of course, without the customers, there's no Workday, right?
Yeah.
So thank you for that.
And you can feel the energy from the customers as well, with all the excitement, all the announcements. It's just wonderful. So to Gerrit, with all these announcements, it's huge. It's a huge step for our open platform strategy. Because we're not just building agents for our customers, but we're inviting them to build with us. But, how do you balance that with what Workday builds versus what we are empowering the entire ecosystem to build themselves?
It actually connects perfectly together, right? Because we have to understand that real transformation is not a one-stop solution, right? There are actually many elements playing into that. And we are very carefully crafting a strategy and an innovation agenda that basically allows customers to benefit from all levels. First and most importantly, AI is a domain amplifier. There's a big misunderstanding about AI, and actually I think many vendors are doing such a horrible job. Some of them are even training own models, right? Who needs that? That's crazy. So what it actually is that you take your domain knowledge and you use AI to automate them, to build new experiences, to rethink processes. That's what you saw with what we did in finance and HR, right? Giving customers a business process platform that's reimagined for the AI era. That is step one, right? Really reinventing the core and making a business process platform fully AI powered. And the second thing what you have said is that AI transformation, it's more than HR and finance, right? So we need to give our customers ways how they can connect the AI ecosystem. And we do it in two major ways. We announced today the acquisition of Pipedream.
That's amazing.
3,000 connectors, repackaged and delivered. With that, every customer can take their innovations to Workday and beyond. And secondly, when you look at Flowwise, it basically is now a means for democratizing AI agent creation. And like I said, right, we want our customers to use all of the greatest models out there. We want them to benefit from the open source ecosystem. We just want to enable them to do this in a secure and compliant way. That's the second part, right? Really enabling that. And then thirdly, it's all about how you bring it back to the user. Bring it back to your customer. Bring it back to the people that matter. That's why we have Sana. Sana is the leading AI experience. It is so beautiful. It is so powerful. It's really super intelligence for work. And when you bring it all together, one unified AI layer that combines knowledge and action and business processes, powered by the best business process platform for HR and finance, that can connect to any other system out there, the bottom line is complete enterprise AI transformation. And that's what we are driving at Workday.
That's beautiful.
How powerful is that story?
Oh,
it's crazy powerful.
Gerrit, can you repeat that?
Yes, but you can feel his excitement.
It was incredible. I mean, that's just the power of all the announcements that were during the innovation keynote today. It was super, super good.
That's right. And talking, Callan and I, the theme has been this and. So I'm pretty sure that you've got something, sort of in your pocket that you're still going to reveal for the rest of the team here later on or not? Or maybe in due course.
There are always a few things
There's
in the
more
hopper.
in the work.
Always a few things in the hopper, but we're not going to follow this.
The innovation engine is alive and well at Workday under Gerrit's leadership and all of his team. 9,000 strong, as I said on stage today in our product and technology organization. And then just how we close today's session talking about Workday Go
Yeah.
Think about Workday Go. We only launched it, at the beginning of this year. Fast forward 8 months later, and we brought a more powerful Workday Go. I almost call it Workday Go 2.0 to the market.
Right.
To a market that is very medium enterprise centric here in Europe. Now we have a deployment agent to accelerate deployment. We have global payroll. Workday has global payroll. Can I repeat that?
Yes.
Workday has global payroll as a managed service that we're going to bring to our customers around the world. Just incredible. And then also just the fact that we're bringing it at a different price point in the future, and we can go down market, by the way. And what people don't know is we're already down market today.
Yes.
Workday Go is an accelerator for us to take advantage of the massive opportunity that exists here and around the world in that medium enterprise market. And the other thing, actually, we didn't even talk about in Workday Go, Gerrit, we're going to include some of our agents, like a payroll agent.
All the agents.
It's going to be part of it. Anything you want comes in that size market as well. So, Workday Go is for everyone, and it can help companies of all sizes grow into the full suite of platform over time that Workday has.
That's right, because with Flex credits, if you heard earlier, right, all the AI agents, as Carlos said, are available for Workday Go customers as well, all the innovation. But I do want to thank you, Carl, right, because you just talked about Workday Go, and, little secret that many won't know, the key driver behind Workday Go actually was Carl. Because
Thank you.
He said,
That's awesome.
he was the one saying, we have to get this mid-market right, and we have to get more ambitious, and we have to get it done. And,
it was all of you and the team that pulled it together.
And all of our EMEA customers, all of our medium enterprise customers globally, right? They'll thank us for that, and this is a great move.
Put that power into everyone's
That's
hands.
right.
It's
Exactly
incredible.
right.
Rogerio and Caroline, I want to thank you for sitting here this week and being the broadcasters for this amazing, setup that we have to bring Workday and our vision, strategy, customers, partners to life on this set. We're just so grateful for both of you, and we're just so glad that you would do this for us. And, from the bottom of my heart, from Gerrit and the other 20,000 people around the world that are watching us, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
delightful.
Pleasure.
Thank
Privilege.
you.
So the next question for both, really, that I'm going to go is, let's talk about Sana and Pipedream first, right? So Sana is the new front door for work, for finding information. Pipedream is a connective vision. We just talked about it earlier. So together, they form a really powerful combination. So what's the long-term vision for this integrated experience, and how does it fundamentally change the daily work of our customers? I'll start with you first, Gerrit.
Yeah, that's, Sana is incredible, right? And Sana actually is two things, When we say the front door for work, we actually mean in two major ways. One is Sana Learn. So Sana has the most amazing AI-driven learning experience. You wouldn't believe it, because it can generate learning content and courses on demand, right? Based on what you need. Getting ready for a customer meeting, getting specific training for something that you're not good at yet, tailored to your needs, with a personal tutor in your pocket. That is Sana Learn. This is, if you think about it, this is the learning experience that everyone should have. Not the same for everyone, no matter how good you are, or what improvement you need, but fully personalized. It's going to change the world in enterprise learning. And then secondly, it has Sana agents. What you saw on stage, that super intelligence for work. It's a complete reimagination of how work gets done. You saw Joelle demoing things that takes probably hundreds of clicks, done
easily
with a single interaction.
Yeah.
We're going to be in a world where we have agentic orchestration with thousands of agents. With thousands of agents collaborating.
Wow.
And it's all going to come together in Sana in one experience. As I said earlier, with AI, the key is, how does it come back to the business? How does it come back to the people? And Sana is that front door for work that will connect every worker out there to this AI transformation. And Pipedream, it's the connective tissue, that bridge. Think about it as a bridge into the entire enterprise. Again, if you're really serious as a CEO about transforming your company, you need to think about your entire system landscape. And what we are doing is basically, we are bringing it all together on one single platform, that all of that integration is a relic of the past. And you can stop integrating and start innovating with Workday.
Wow,
and all available immediately. right? Immediately, that's the beauty of it. This is not a dream. This is what we're doing now.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah. It's a powerful story. I think Gerrit articulated it very well. I think it's the first time Workday can move from being a vertical company, meaning a vertical application around HR and finance, to being a horizontal company where we're looking at everything in your enterprise. And now Pipedream allows us to connect to any application you have. And think about it. We're going to go to our customers and say to their employees, you can wake up for your workday, log into Workday, stay in Workday for your entire workday until you go home. We are not just a front door to Workday, we're the front door to work going forward. Yep. That's a powerful new UI, UX experience for all our customers globally. We're going to crush it with Sana, Pipedream, and all the other things we brought to life here this conference. Thank you, Gerrit.
Thank you both.
Thank you both. You've got us all fired up. And I know that our customers, having seen your keynote, and everyone here will be all fired up as well. So thank you both so much for joining us.
Thank you so much. Lovely to see you.
Have a great rest of your shows. Thank you, Gerrit.
Thank you. And whilst we're on the subject of innovation, let's check in with Workday's own Emma Chalwin, who is with somebody who's been challenging conventions for decades.
We're here at Workday Rising. It's a technology conference, right? So let's talk tech a little bit. When's the first time you remember using an emoji?
God, well, I suppose it would be when I got the Apple phone, I suppose. 2005, 7, or whenever it first came.
Right, simply saying words. Well, speaking of emojis, we're going to play a game called Billy versus Emoji. We're going to show you a series of emojis that are tied to your song titles. Does that work?
All right.
All right, Billy, we're going to start with the first one. If you could take a look at your card.
Yes.
All right, what do you see?
Yeah, there's a lady with what looks like a veil on, blonde-haired lady with a veil. There's a white heart.
Yes.
And there's a wedding ring.
That might give it away. What song title of yours correlates with those three emojis?
Well, I've got a feeling it might be White Wedding.
That is correct. Yes.
Wow.
Yes. What a one. All right. All right, sir. This second one's a little bit more difficult. All right, we've got the metal horns, right? We've got some fire, and we got someone who is yelling.
Yeah, really, it's got to be Rebel Yell.
That is correct.
It's got to be Rebel Yell.
That is correct.
Yeah.
2 for 2 for Billy Idol.
That's 2 for 2. I can't believe it. I never win.
This third one, Billy, I'm going to let you figure out for yourself. What do you see? Tell the audience what you see.
Well, there's someone dancing, kind of like a John Travolta figure. There's a mirror ball, that's over a dance hall. Yeah. And someone with a hand up in the air.
What are they doing?
I don't know.
This person, what you said, was doing
dancing.
what?
Oh, dancing with themselves.
Hey, there it is.
We're dancing with them. Wow, I got it.
Yes, 3 for 3 from Mr. Billy Idol.
Thank God. This is so. Well, anyway, yes. 3 for 3.
3 for 3.
I don't believe it.
All right, Billy, we got this fourth one. What do you see?
There's a pair of eyes.
Yes.
There's a stop sign.
Yeah.
And there's a face. Could it be eyes without a face?
It could be eyes without a face. There you go. 4 for 4. Let's see if you can make it a perfect 5 for 5 with this last one.
All right.
Billy, so far you're batting 1,000. We got one more for you. Might be kind of self-explanatory. Tell me what you see.
Well, there's three banknotes, basically. Three with thousands of
dollars.
Might be
misconceiving because there's 3 of them, but the song title only has...
You kidding? Mamoni Moni?
Yeah, there you go. 5 for 5 from Mr. Billy Idol. Yes, that's right.
5 for 5.
Billy killed it in the emoji game. Ladies and gentlemen, that is all the time that we have. Thank you so much to the one, the only Billy Idol. Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for Mr. Billy Idol, please. Yeah! Carrie and Ruggiero, back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Amir. Fun fact, Ruggiero.
Yep.
Did you know that the original song title, Moni Moni, by Billy Idol, was actually inspired by the Mutual of New York insurance company sign, which was visible from the songwriter's apartment, apparently. Right. So they were just looking for a bit of a catchy name.
There you go. And it became a #1 hit in 1987. Not that I remember, because I'm far too young to remember
yeah,
that, by the way.
Me too.
Right? So it was so great to see Billy and Amir having a lot of fun. And the day is just getting started. Role-based keynotes are coming up next. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right here with more Rising EMEA 25.
Minnesota State Colleges and Universities has about 14,000 employees. And Minnesota State had some pretty hard conversations with where they were from a technological perspective. Our system has actually been in place for 25 plus years. So it was time. As we think about a model that really could help us iterate quicker, faster, better in relation to what the needs of our constituents were, Workday made a lot of sense. A SaaS-based product that could innovate and iterate much more quickly than we ever could have.
Minnesota State is now on a unified platform. At each institution, they can begin a business process, and it flows all the way through the central system office. Then the distribution of data, whether it needs to go to the state or other agencies, is seamless for them.
Workday will be able to help our Equity 2030 initiative that will close academic equity gaps. And for us, that's where really we're thinking about data democratization. How do we get data down to our campuses in a fair and equitable and consumable way?
The institutions at Minnesota State really needed to see to believe. They needed to see their data.
We've actually spent a lot of time weaving in our Equity 2030 principles into our Workday student implementation. So incredibly excited about helping our students get back to that economic viability that they're looking for. Workday has and will continue to allow Minnesota State to help students find an affordable and accessible and easy way to navigate education.
This will be the new manifestation of cell phones for us, basically. You're not going to know how to live without your personal agent, even in your home life, let alone in your digital work life.
What's happening is intelligence is commoditizing. It's becoming ubiquitous.
Agentic AI is presenting us with an incredible opportunity to change how we work, adding in an automated component into our workplace and our workforce.
And I think as a society, we're just getting started. I think in 5 years, some of the things that we used to do today that's manual, the next generation is going to say, well, I can't believe you did that.
That wraps up another episode of the Future of Work podcast. If you enjoyed our talk, be sure to check out other episodes at workday.com/podcast.
Happy birthday to you, Workday.
Happy birthday, Workday.
Congratulations on 20 years.
Happy 20th birthday, Workday, and happy birthday to all of the rock stars.
I can't believe you're already turning 20, but it looks good on you.
Bordering on being able to drink alcohol, like you're almost there, so like just give it another year.
Next year, I'll be at the bar waiting to buy you a drink.
It's your birthday, have a party.
Well, I feel bad. I haven't written like a birthday song for Workday. I might though, now that I think about it.
Wishing Workday a happy 20th birthday.
It's been great to be part of the ride in these last several years.
Workday's made HR, finance, payroll systems fun, exciting, and interesting. And it's been fantastic. Happy birthday.
And here's to the next 20 plus years and many more.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Workday Rising EMEA broadcast. Coming up next is the CHRO keynote. This is where we dive deep into building a truly human-centric workforce in our new AI-powered world. You will not want to miss it.
you're on the forefront of this monumental shift. This is no longer HR as we know it. It's no longer just people. You're now unlocking a new workforce of people and AI, shaping how work evolves at your organization. It's a new world of work, where you're stepping in as Chief Work Officer, redesigning work and empowering people to successfully collaborate with AI. Workday is built for this moment. Our expertise in HR, our unrivaled people data, and our human-centered applications power work itself. Our innovation is anchored in helping your people work with AI to achieve outcomes you never thought possible. And the key to all of it? It's you. With AI at your side, you can focus more on what you do best. More thinking, more collaborating, more leading the future of work. Welcome to the new Workday. AI-powered, human-centric, future-ready.
Please welcome Group General Manager and Senior Vice President of Product, Ashna Kircher.
Hello, everyone. Again, thank you all for bearing with me 2 sessions in a row. Now, I have a confession to make. With all the talk of Barcelona over the past few weeks, I've been craving some paella. So I found an authentic recipe. I gathered the ingredients, I followed every step, and I sat down to eat. And the shrimp was overdone, the rice was hard, and let's just say, it wasn't my best. Why? Because even though the instructions were technically accurate, they didn't account for real-world variables, like my children measuring the ingredients, the fact that I have a temperamental stove, and my general lack of cooking skills. Now, I promise this relates to HR. When you think of an HR system, you can have all the right ingredients, the software, the data, the policies, but without the understanding of how all those work together with actual people, the final result is often not what you imagined. And just like my vision of a perfect paella, I want to paint a picture for you of what we are building together. Let's fast forward 5 years and imagine a perfect future 5 years from now. Your organization has mastered AI, your teams use it daily to achieve their best results, and your people are confident in navigating change. It's a place where people feel supported and energized, and the business runs smoothly and remains flexible. That's the goal, the North Star, and it doesn't happen by chance. As HR leaders, you play an important part in this journey. You're the architects that help map your people to work. You understand your talent, your organization, the culture, and now the best practices that make AI work for the people and for the business. This sounds great, but how do you get there? How do you make sure that your investments in AI today are what people need to increase their impact so that your organization reaches that North Star? You have a lot to solve for, and we're committed to partnering with you every step of the way. At Workday, work is in our DNA. Today, you'll see that our investments in HR are built for how your people work right now and to prepare them for what's next. In the next 40 minutes, we'll show you how we're helping you not just survive change, but thrive in it. First, I'll share our point of view on the future of HR leadership and the mindset shift that it demands. Next, we'll bring that vision to life with Workday products in action. And finally, you'll hear directly from 2 HR leaders, including our very own Chief People Officer, Ashley Goldsmith, on how they're leading this transformation inside their organizations. So let's start with the situation today. The world is moving fast. Business models are changing constantly. The workforce is complex, hybrid, flexible, multi-generational, global, and every decision is under scrutiny because budgets are tight and every move matters. The business has never needed HR leadership more to create the connections between people, work, and AI. They need your strategic expertise to get it right. And let's face it, you're very, very busy. North-south HR operations demand a lot of time. Every day, you're making sure that your core HR functions are running perfectly, managing payroll and compliance, processing job changes, updating policies, and the list goes on and on and on. But as work changes, your east-west relationships, those connections across the business, become even more important. More functions need your help to deliver business outcomes, all while you're still supporting those north-south operations so that HR can run efficiently and effectively. The challenge? Striking the right balance. Enter Workday. We give you the tools to make your north-south work efficient so that you can spend time building those east-west relationships to influence growth, innovation, and culture. And what's the key factor making this change possible? I saw billboards for it all over the Barcelona airport with the answer. That's right, AI. A lot has changed over the last year. Based on our most recent AI research, 8 out of 10 HR leaders believe that AI agents will make them more productive, are expanding their use of AI across their organizations, and expect AI to positively impact workforce forecasting and planning. When I speak to CHROs about AI, they say, we're not just running HR anymore. We're redesigning how work across the organization gets done. AI is changing how the best companies work. But AI alone isn't the answer. The opportunity is how you combine the strengths of your people with the capabilities of AI. It's not human or AI, it's human and AI. And realizing AI's full impact takes a mindset shift, one that focuses on reimagining how work gets done. This is the mindset of the Chief Work Officer. Someone who makes sure that people embrace AI to open up new possibilities to work smarter. Manages change, going well beyond just automating processes. And my favorite, working with the organization to grow important skills like creativity, judgment, connection, and empathy. At Workday, we see 3 ways that AI helps with this work redesign for HR teams, managers, and employees. The first is boosting productivity by automating repetitive steps that slow you down. For example, recruiters using AI to prioritize candidates free up more than half their time to focus on connecting with people. The second is amplifying talent potential. Think about giving managers a personal HR business partner that they can call anytime. These tools don't replace roles, they make people better at their job by providing insight and guidance that they've never had access to. And the third is mitigating risk. And let's face it, HR comes with risk. You need systems that create trust and protect your organization across the many risks that we face in this changing world. Think about the latest EU legislation on equal pay, the Pay Transparency Directive. It's not just an administrative checklist. It has major risks for your organization, including penalties, such as fines or revoking public benefits. And it shifts the burden of proof in discrimination cases directly onto your employers. Modern technology, and AI, of course, can help you achieve the required financial controls, transparency, and regulatory defense. This isn't about small change. It's transforming HR and how work gets done. And it's not about one agent. It's about how people, processes, and AI all work together on top of the strongest enterprise data foundation. Let's see how this works in real life. To show you our vision for AI-enabled HR, please help me welcome Charlotte McLaughlin to the stage.
So Ashna said we had to bring our own lights to this thing. She just didn't quite specify which ones. But as we're here in Spain and it's getting close to winter, I want to share what I'm excited about. snowboarding, and of course, the holidays. And what better place to do that than at a Club Med resort in the Alps? Club Med has graciously agreed to be our model customer as I show you how they could leverage Workday AI to accelerate their experiences and operations. Club Med has been a leader in creating unforgettable experiences for decades. Their challenge today? Building a resilient, skilled workforce while elevating the employee experience across properties worldwide. Meet Victoria, their CHRO. For her, every decision must tie back to the business, from hiring the right people faster, retaining the best talent, and empowering employees and managers with clarity and confidence. Unlike other systems that just automate HR tasks, Workday provides you the tools that help Victoria and her team understand where technology improves jobs, where human skills must shine, and how to begin that journey. So let's take a look. Club Med has grown so quickly. They have duplicate jobs like ski trainers and instructors. And this season, they're expecting a large number of families, so they need to hire to support these numbers. They need skilled instructors to teach new skiers. To make this easier, Workday's job architecture agent will clean and update these job structures. While other systems provide basic job catalogs, Workday AI provides a real-time view and constant management of your job architecture. It consolidates profiles to create clear career paths. And it even creates new job families and job profiles to speed up hiring and recruiting. What could take weeks now takes minutes. This means better career pathing, accurate hiring, and improved mobility. With role clarity sorted, let's turn to Melissa's next goal: to be a market leader and offer competitive compensation to retain the best talent. We're making it easier for Melissa to find and understand market trend data with insights around wage intelligence. She's back in her job architecture hub. Workday AI lets Melissa know about some inconsistencies around compensation grades for her chef de village profile. These are critical team members, and she knows compensation is important when it comes to employee retention. She drills in for greater details around her current ranges, the distribution of employee pay, and the target range based on the market. And then she makes changes to move the target range. And now Melissa is confident Club Med is competitive in the market. Melissa, like all of you, has new requirements around fair pay from the EU Pay Transparency Directive. In the background, Melissa took those new job profiles and associated them with worker categories. You'll see more about this in our core HCM product strategy and vision session. With our new Pay Transparency Analyzer, powered by Kainos, Melissa gets the reports and analytics she needs to explore pay data. She can understand where her organization stands with pay equity and get Gen AI-powered recommendations for her organization. The pay disparity analysis shows her adjusted and unadjusted gaps and why those gaps may exist. She can also estimate the cost of closing those gaps. When Melissa next talks with her leaders, she can share the budget forecast with suggested predictions to help close pay gaps. Melissa is now ready for these critical conversations that foster equity and help drive compliance. Let's take a look at how AI is shaping another critical point of view: your managers. Today, John, a chef de village, is starting at a new resort, Pragalato Sestiere. His goals? Supporting his team and managing his resources. John gets a notification in Microsoft Teams. A new team challenge has been identified. He reviews his Peacon's AI-generated topics and sees growth as an area to focus on. To help him understand why employees feel this way, the employee sentiment agent suggests sending a one-off survey to help identify the problem. After that, the results are in. Looks like his team is confused about career opportunities. He knows HR is cleaning up job architecture to help here and notes this as a topic for the next team meeting. John wants advice, though, on how to approach those career conversations with his team. As a new manager, he wants to up-level his interactions with his employees. His AI tutor from Sana guides him through up-leveling important communication skills. John now has a personalized checklist for navigating critical employee conversations. And he's excited to put these new skills to use. It's time for performance reviews, where communication is everything. How many of us have had a performance review mishap because of a miscommunication? John is a newer manager at this property, and he's not sure where to start, but he wants to be successful. With our performance agent, we simplify an overwhelming process into a guided experience. He gets another new notification in Teams that it's time for the annual review. He gets automatic suggestions of people to include for the feedback. And then the agent is off to work. It's gathering feedback, referencing past reviews, and even looking at job profiles to understand performance map to role. With Workday AI powering his day, John can spend more time with his team and less time looking for information. But he's not done yet. His final activity for the day, making sure his team is staffed to execute. He needs to get new talent in his open roles quickly. This morning, you saw candidates use a text-to-apply experience from Paradox. Paradox also automates the hiring manager experience to set up interviews. It manages everything from simple one-on-one screening to complex panel interviews. It takes the candidate's availability and matches it to his. Easy, no more back and forth. The result? Faster hiring at lower cost, and managers getting the help their teams need. So now we've seen how managers and HR teams' experiences are transformed with AI. But what about the important payroll professionals? Payroll is also busy at work, guiding conversations that impact the bottom line. With winter approaching, Maria, our payroll partner, is aware extra seasonal hiring could have big impacts on the bottom line. And she got the question today, how are our payroll expenses looking? In the past, this meant pulling multiple reports and even the odd pivot table or two to get the answer. Now, the payroll agent is here to help. She asked the agent to analyze the increased payroll costs in Italy. It looks like there were some new hires. She's not surprised by this. She noticed an increase in overtime in Italy, though. So she asks that follow-up question. Because of the agent's access to third-party global payroll data, it identifies sick hours as a source of this overtime. She has the answers she needs. Even better, the agent can send these findings to HR and finance for her. Maria gets critical time back in her day to help her fellow team members, employees, and your leaders get the answers to their questions. Speaking of leaders, Victoria, Club Med's Chief People Officer, remember her? She's on her way to an executive team meeting. On the way, she simply voiced to text Workday, what would it cost to award a 10% spot bonus to all top performers on the snow sports team? In seconds, she has an accurate cost scenario in hand, ready for leadership around recognition and retention. Whew. That was a lot that Victoria and her team got done today. And AI was there every step of the way. And there's so much more coming. So I'm excited to bring Ashna back out to continue the conversation while I go and try and grab a train up to the Alps. or to a holiday market.
Thank you, Charlotte. Isn't that incredible? You can't pick favorite children, but I do love the investment in job structures and architecture. We've heard from so many of you that maintaining and evolving that backbone of your organization is critical for the ongoing evolution of your organizations. Now, what you just saw was the power of a next generation ERP, going beyond transactions to deliver superior experiences for every user. You saw how AI is transforming everything from managing job structures and compensation to running payroll and driving performance and employee experience. You saw how Paradox gets the best talent in their roles faster, and how Sana will help each person develop specific skills for personalized growth. Workday AI empowers employees, managers, HR team members, and even executives to completely reimagine how work gets done. Now, when I think about the excitement and the energy around the future of innovation that we unveil at Rising each year, I always think about our customers and how all of you truly guide and shape our vision. Speaking of customers, I'm delighted to have our own Chief People Officer, Ashley Goldsmith, joining us with Karen Brar, Chief HR Officer at Signify, who you might remember from this morning's video, to talk about how Signify is leaning into AI and all of the incredible technology to help their workers be more productive and more fulfilled. Please welcome Ashley and Karen to the stage.
And it's great to be here with all of you. Rising is truly one of my absolute favorite events of the year. The way we get to learn together, the sense of community, and that shared feeling of ambition that you can almost sense when you're in your room together like this. I really think it's special. And this new era of AI is such a perfect example of learning together. There's just nothing more powerful than having the opportunity to share experiences and lessons with each other, which is why I'm so excited about this particular session. Signify is a global lighting leader in residential and consumer across those markets. They touch our lives in every way you can imagine. And they have nearly 30,000 employees across 70 countries. And I'm particularly proud to say that Signify has been a Workday partner for more than 10 years, driving efficiencies, data-led decisions, workforce empowerment through AI innovation. Kieran, thank you so much for being here. I think we are all really excited to hear about your AI story. So I brought some questions. Let me dig in. Absolutely. So as I just mentioned, you've been on this journey with Workday for more than a decade. Can you talk about where you're seeing the biggest impact with AI today?
Sure. So, I think we've been on a digitization journey for 14 years with Workday, right? And I think it's the last few years that the shift to AI is actually now starting to get reflected in the way we work and what we do. And it's interesting that, we had a central core team in Signify where, we created an AI capability team led by strategy and innovation. And they wanted to talk to different functions and say, well, okay, what are you guys thinking about AI and what are you doing with it? And then there was a report out to the leadership team and they came and said, the function we were most impressed with was HR because we have 6 use cases that are in different maturity, stages in terms of AI. So I think it was that moment that we realized that actually it just naturally happened for us. We didn't actually go, now this is AI, now let's do this. I think that's the power of the partnership of Workday. And a few areas that I can think of is definitely making faster and more precise decisions. So a lot of work on analytics, so Workday Prism, but also we build the bolt-on of Power BI. We're not at predictive yet, but that's the vision. I would say a lot of pay equity and pay decisions because now we get deeper insights. We know what to fix. We can fix it really fast. skills. And I know that's a lot I'm going to talk about today, but we have a use case with our own digital CDI organization where we've created the skills architecture. And of course, there are many things we can do with it now, whether it's the linkage to role-based learning or it's workforce intelligence that helps us do strategic workforce planning. And so I think that's another area. Recognition is another area where, we can think about, who we want to recognize, how we want to recognize, what does that even mean? So I could imagine that there are different parts of our people organization where we are leveraging the power of AI. But to be honest, I would say, and skills is a different story, but the journey so far is a lot around giving us productivity and building efficiencies in the team and giving us more time out to do other things. So we're at the starting point of AI, but we are experimenting.
Oh, I like that. And I love that HR was the most impressive function. I mean, I'm not surprised, yes, but it's always good to get that recognition. A lot of the folks in the room, their organizations, they're really just getting started with AI. And so for those who are at the very beginning, what advice would you give them?
Yeah. So I think how did we actually get into it is by identifying areas where there is a big business problem to solve. So, and we're very clear in our approach to AI. We don't jump in and do massive launches across for all the teams and all the businesses and all the functions. And so I'll give you 2 examples. Talent acquisition, this is the year after COVID. You just couldn't hire fast enough. You just didn't have the people. Every leadership team meeting would start and finish with talent acquisition. Our time to fill rates were climbing above 75 to 80, and it was a huge pain point. And I think the last 2 years, so we said, okay, why don't we start there? And I would also, and I'm going to talk about this dilemma, because I think there is a need to build capability, which is this. But then, as an organization and as the board, you're always being asked as an HR function to do it at a competitive cost to serve. So it means that we continuously have to prove the investments to the function. So it's the paradox of cost and capability. So we need to keep building capability in HR, but at the lowest possible cost that you can, and cost is always something we need to look at. So we thought that's a sweet spot for technology, right? So that's when we partnered with Workday. We looked at different elements of the talent acquisition function. I know Paradox was called out in the morning, but that has helped take almost 4 to 5 days of productivity out of or enhanced productivity for a recruiter. So they say 5 working days in a month because they have interviewing scheduling that really helps. We are looking at Hyatt Score to help us with internal mobility pieces, but also how do you get the funnel and make sure the recruiters are spending time on what they are equipped to do. And I would say, look, talent acquisition, we are 30% less recruiters. Our time to fill is at 56. We don't hear noise on talent acquisition. I could also say, yes, the market's a little bit, slow, so I don't want to take all the credit for it as well. But look, we have quantifiable data that proves that it works. And so we start with where there is a problem to solve. Or alternatively, start with where there is a pull. So we wanted to do the skills journey. And of course, we were like, how do we start? Because it's a complicated one, Managers are still figuring out what's the difference between competency and skill. And geez, HR, you taught us competencies for the last 10 years, and now you're telling us, go to skills. And they find it complicated because a competency is easy, and then you say, well, no, but that's now into, 15 skills. And they look at us and say, is this a new thing? So, we said we will actually go and talk to different business and functional leaders and see where there is a pull. And interestingly, well, not surprisingly, the pull was with the CDIO organization, digital. They're like, yeah, you guys are 2 years late. Let's make this. So we actually have worked with them over the last 6 to 8 months. It took us that time, honestly, to build a skills architecture. TechWolf and Workday help us with that. But really a lot of subject matter experts who are working with us from the digital function in really validating critical skills per role, what does that mean? And now we're tying it to different elements of the HR architecture. So I would say go where you need to fix a business problem, which is operational, because HR needs to operate also in the today. We need to solve problems for the business today. But where you want to test something which is, so I call it the now and the next. So in the now, go where there's a problem and experiment. And in the next, where you want to build the organization for the future, maybe go to those businesses and functions where there is a pull, create a business case, And then it's the voice of the CDIO in the leadership team who says, you know what, this really helped me, and this is how I worked with HR, and and then you get your next one, and then you get your next one. I mean, look, this is what we've tried, and I think the other part, more operational for the HR team, is you need to create capacity within your own team to balance the now and the next, because the operational pressure is so much, which is what you need to deliver in the quarter or the next 2 quarters, that if you don't carve out within your people function resources and talent, energy, budgets to focus on the next, that next will not happen. So we guard that next. We have a small pool, we don't have too much, but really we guard it, or that's my role with my leadership team to say, we really guard that space. And we make sure that those teams don't get sucked into everyday operational rhythms, because if you don't carve out that space, it'll be a good ambition, but you don't get there.
Yeah, I like that a lot. There are a lot of great nuggets there. And I like the paradox between the cost and the value, and that notion of, I'll say, kind of picking low-hanging fruit, though, if you will, somewhere where you can get a return and show a good win. A lot of lessons there. Thank you. That's excellent advice. Let's see, HR, we've always been an interdependent function, right? We work across the entire organization, and that's critical to how we do what we do. And I think that's increasingly important now. Could you talk about the importance of an East-West mindset from your view, how you look across the organization, and how are you cultivating that type of mindset at Signify?
Yeah. Well, it's not easy to do, and I think we're at a starting point, and this is interesting because we had our HR leadership team offsite a couple of weeks ago, and we look at a whole bunch of KPIs that we do have in HR, the interventions and initiatives, and they're not that it's not important, but we were trying to look at it and say, in this world of AI, Agentic AI, what will be the value of the people function? I mean, what will we stand for? Will we even stand on our own? And you can hear all kinds of theories about, will the HR or people function shrink by 30%, 50%? Will we get dissolved in another function? Will we even survive? And so we were like, wow, that's interesting. So we started to say, okay, leave all these sort of things we jump into, which is, our KPIs, we love them. But how about talking about the value we bring to the company? And so we identified 4, nothing rocket science, where we just said, we deliver profitability and productivity to the company. We bring change and transformation, because my God, which company is not transforming today? And especially the lighting industry is under massive transformation. We bring growth and innovation, and we protect reputation by managing risk. So we just put the 4 blocks. We said, okay, how do we do this? So then we started to say, what parts of the HR interventions that we do actually help solve those? And then we said, and what part of our actual key performance indicators that we have today actually measure those? And there was an aha moment, because I think we go a lot by what we want to do versus, we struggle to articulate our value towards the business in some cases. And so I think the first example is just to be able to articulate that value. And then we said, okay, let's take an example of growth. Every people organization likes to say, we enable growth for the company. Fantastic. Well, how do you do it? Well, we build capabilities, we buy capabilities. Okay, so how do you do that? And then we looked at who does this in the HR team, and that work is distributed across so many different teams within HR. So if we struggle to pull the story together, imagine how the business may struggle to see the value that we create. So I think for us, we are now looking at it differently. We're trying to say, well, how do we organize ourselves within our HR organization so that we are more outcome-driven? So little bit thinking like agile teams. We have product owners around an intervention, and the product owners has cross-functional HR teams behind it, all working towards delivering outcome. And this will have implications and we know, and we are very happy about it. We've shared it with our HR team. I think it gives us a lot of energy. So it will mean that we need to look at org design changes in HR. It will mean capabilities.
Yes.
Because my God, there are so many things we don't know, I don't know. And so all of us have to be in a learning zone, and we need to perform and transform and learn and perform and transform. And I think that's how we're starting to think of it. But let me give you an example of what it revealed to us, and it's an example I was sharing with you. So talent acquisition as a team, right? So we were looking at what their roles ought to be, and over a period of time we realized that we focus them a lot on external hiring, like how do they bring in the talent? And then we started to say, well, actually, why? Because shouldn't they just be called resourcing specialists? And they should look at all the demand, and they should look at all the supply, including internal supply. And then their job just needs to be to marry the two with the greatest efficiency and the lowest times to fill that you can get. Now, very nice, very easily articulated. So we started working like this, right? And so when we have internal mobility discussions, the talent acquisition leader stands up and she talks about what we've done and what we've not done. Now, interestingly, we still had a realization. So on the other side, we were looking at people manager capability and first-line people managers, right? Like, what happens at that level? Who are we promoting? What's our diversity ratios there? You know, they have a lot going on. How do we make that level very, very strong? And we also have a philosophy saying we want to be talent builders, which means we want to hire people at the entry level and really groom them through the company. Great. So we look at the first-line people managers, and it shows us internal mobility rate of 35%. And we're like, what happened there? Because we bring in a lot of talent, and we grow them internally.
What did you expect it to be?
So we expect it to be around 55, 60, because, you know, you do have many places where there are individual contributors or, you know, skills that you can't build internally, and you want to buy talent as well. And then came this is where it shows that HR is operating in different worlds. So when we looked at those people manager positions, we saw that they had successors in Workday because a talent management process was done 6 months ago. But when the hiring process happens, no one looks at those successors because recruiters don't have access to succession data.
Right.
And so the question is,
and the hiring managers have forgotten.
And the hiring manager says, well, yeah, of course we did the talent management process in April.
Right.
And I'm hiring in November, and, you know, by the way, I'm the hiring manager. I'd rather just hire someone with 5 years of experience, and these people are not ready.
Right.
So now we are saying, well, I'm sorry, but we need to make recruiters, we need to empower them with this data if that's the outcome we want. Yeah. So this is the part of the interconnections, but have to be even stronger. We need to stop thinking talent management does this and recruitment does this. And at the end, what are we working towards? And if one of the things we're working towards is high internal mobility rates, then multiple teams within HR have to come and deliver to that. So some examples.
I love that example. I love it because it is, you know, we talk a lot more about outcomes. I feel like everyone is so focused on outcomes, but that is truly outcome oriented and completely thinking differently about how you do the work. I think it's a great example. One of the things I've loved that you've said before is that as a people org, we have to exist in 2 time zones. Right. And I think you were just referencing this. One is focused, you know, quarter to quarter, and the other is longer term. You know, that is one of our great paradoxes in HR, right? The now and the next.
Correct.
How do you balance it?
Well, it's a tough job. And so what we discussed is that as a team, once a quarter, we need to come together and we need to see what projects we work on, where we've allocated our resources, where are our budgets. And we continuously look at how much of our time and energy is spent on the now and how much of it is spent on the next. And that's where I was saying that and so things like that. We have teams that are purely focused on operational delivery, right? They need to get it right. They're in the rhythm of the business. They need to deliver. But we have teams, and these are more, you know, what we call our agile teams, cross-functional with product owners, where we are experimenting with the next. And we really try and protect these 2 separate teams. We're not always successful, to be honest, because, you know, you're always pressed for resources. But we try and make sure that these 2 worlds coexist, and it's the role of the HR leadership team to make sure that, you know, the rhythm of the cadence of reviews and support and manage is done in a way that we don't either focus too much on operational delivery or too much in the future,
right?
But that we maintain a balance.
I like that. I bet everybody wants to work on the next.
Of course, that's true.
Let's talk just a little bit more about org design, because I feel like that is something that is in every HR conversation right now because of agents, right? What are we doing? How is HR? How should we be structured? Anything more you want to add about org design?
So, you know, for us, because we've been on this digital journey for such a long time, I could imagine that half of our HR function is in shared services and highly digital. We have a tier 0, tier 1, tier 2. I think for us, we are at a different level of what it means is basics. We have a new CEO who joined 2 months ago, and we had our HR induction with him, and he starts by saying, what I see on your digital journey is absolutely world-class. And then he makes another comment, and he says, I wish sales were like this. Because what you see in that journey is not technology. What you see in the journey is culture. How did we change the culture to be who we are today? How do we build leadership capabilities? And how do we still drive performance? And I think that journey is extremely important to combine. Now, from an org design perspective, and we have just taken a step to hire a head of integrated talent. And really we put, other than let's say rewards, which is a bit more compensation oriented, we put all other COEs under that role. And it's not from creating a span piece, but with her and the other COEs, the sub-COE leads, if I call them, we're going to redesign the way that the COEs are organized, more outcome-based. So could be that we have somebody who is the head of leadership development, or leadership, not development, just leadership, and we'll have resources aligned from the entire life cycle, from executive hiring to executive pay, and some could be actual reporting lines, and some could be resources you deal with it, but the role of that leader would be that you are responsible for leadership, right from hire to exit. And tell us what you see when you look at that entire ecosystem. And so where are the challenges? Where do we need to make an impact? So we are in the designing phase of it. We haven't gone there, but that's the first step we are taking.
Karen, thank you for sharing all of this. You've just given us some really great examples. I love how you're leaning forward and doing so much to drive change in your organization and your willingness to share. It's just been wonderful. Before I let you go, I want to invite Ashna back. I think she has a little something for you.
Oh, that's good. Karen, it's really great when you get a gift from your own company.
Yeah, Karen, I'm sure you have access to plenty of lights, but wanted to give you the one from this morning.
Yeah.
How about a round of applause for Ashley and Karen, everyone? Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks.
I loved that. So many good messages for us, from the paradox of cost to capability to the now and the next in terms of how you approach AI in your organizations, to thinking about project teams as purpose-driven in HR. And I think so many great nuggets for all of us to walk away with. And if you want to get to know more about Signify, we've got an amazing activation in the expo area where you can interact with innovative lighting and learn more about their AI journey. So let's do a quick recap. And this is the one where I would take out your phones, but the slide builds, so you can wait until it builds and then take a picture. You've seen the power of AI, not just in concept, but in action, driving outcomes today, from improving processes like payroll to empowering your managers. We're working on more agents like employee sentiment, job architecture, and performance that Charlotte demoed for you today. But our agents are only as good as the data and the investments that we make in our core product. And here are some highlights to be sure to see while you're at Rising. The retroactive event manager, that's a mouthful to say, updates current data when you have to change past data. Many of you may know this as out-of-order transactions, and I think you'll agree it's universally painful, up until now. Company-defined career paths align individual growth with business priorities so that your people can grow personally in their value to your business. And one of my favorites, Manager Insights Hub. We've expanded touch points to other Workday applications, Vendly, time and scheduling, talent optimization, and more, so that your managers can spend time on coaching and team experience instead of administration. You heard about payroll in the innovation keynote. The ability for partners to localize Workday payroll will dramatically expand payroll expansion into new countries. And make sure that you explore the EU Pay Transparency Analyzer built by Kainos that helps you handle all the details of the EU Pay Transparency law. I hope you learn more about Sana for your learning and as a new way for your employees to access their work. Speaking of learning, while Sana delivers exciting new options for personalized learning, we also have customers who require validated learning environments for their industries. And we've added that to the roadmap for next year. And for HR business partners, conversational reporting removes the complexity of manual analysis. So you can go from data to decision ready in seconds. This is next generation ERP for HR, a platform built to inform, anticipate, and act. And this is how we're leading the future of work. We're here with you in beautiful Barcelona, learning about this new world and the skills that we need to master it. We're giving you all the ingredients, providing the directions, and working to minimize the variables so that you can cook the best paella, setting your organization up for success. Please don't forget to attend our product strategy and vision sessions this afternoon, and please connect with us through the various channels here at Rising. There's many sessions and experiences where you can learn more about all of the new announcements and how they can benefit your organization. With that, and with all the talk of food, I can't wait for lunch. Thank you very much. Have a great day.
Hi, I'm Gerrit Kazmaier, founder and CEO of Eversort, and I couldn't be more excited to be here today to talk to you all about building AI for document intelligence, which means using AI to understand important information in documents like contracts, invoices, policies, and more, and then using that information to drive impactful business outcomes. Document intelligence is a cause important to me. As I studied to become a lawyer, I saw so many opportunities to use AI to help streamline legal, compliance, finance, and HR workflows. This realization, combined with my passion for technology, ultimately led me to start Eversort,